Yeah, I understand that, but I hope I will not hear the same questions I already heard several times last week.
Okay.
Pressure.
What are they if you remember them so well?
Ruler out, the angles of the table, the distance, and ZywOo doesn't even have a config. He just sits down.
Mate, you think I come into these things unprepared?
Well,
Shout out to Smuya. Let us know when we're good to go, and I'll just do a soft intro.
We're going.
We're going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going.
I feel like my mic is a little bit sideways. Is it fine or?
I'd point it towards your mouth, I reckon. Or you could move your body. Yeah, that's also possible.
Yeah, I come closer to you. No, it's nice.
Okay, cool. So who's going to get the first shampoo sponsorship? What do you reckon?
Shampoo sponsor?
Yeah, like, you know, we were just talking about you getting Coca-Cola sponsorship. Who's
Yeah.
going to get, like, come on, Zoe, surely your agent's like in your ear with like, you can be the face of pasta in Italy or something.
That's not for me.
Coming around the corner for Mr. Woo.
No, that's
Mezzi's
not for
going to
me.
get the hair sponsorship though. This mullet's been refined now.
I think X-Stars need to.
X-Stars.
X-Stars need to.
Oh, actually, yeah.
No.
Moisturizer.
Yeah, moisturizer, head moisturizer. No, I need a fresh trim though. It's growing out
same.
too much.
No, I've seen much more egregious Mezzi haircuts. This is actually pretty good by your standards.
Yep. Maybe I'll go for the reverse mullet after though. Just
Ooh. Have you heard about the skullet?
skullet.
Have you heard about a skullet? You've seen it? Yeah, of course
I
you have.
think I've
Like
seen
Finnish
it,
death now.
yeah. I think it would fit Messi.
Mezzi?
Yeah.
What about you? An extreme haircut in your future?
I don't think I need a haircut. To be honest, I need a haircut. But I don't know what should I get.
I don't know, man. I mean,
Every time my hair gets cut, I feel like I have a bowl cut again. So
the bowl cut though. What if I look like a refined bowl cut? I really leaned into it.
Jimmy's haircut is fitting him.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I don't know.
What do you mean by that?
Looks good on him.
My favourite question.
I'm just waiting for someone to go for like the full Ronaldo R9, just the full shave with just the front.
But you should do reversed.
just a little patch.
Probably Dan or
Yeah,
something for the next bet or the next Grand Slam that you. That's the thing when you win like 25 tournaments in a year or whatever Vitality won. Looking have whatever haircut you want, man. Like no one's gonna say anything.
Refuse to elaborate. 100%. So Torji, you feeling sick?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So we go. We've got the new news. Torji, do you play better or worse when you're sick?
I don't know. Playing decent lately, so it's
Decent.
good.
I mean, do you see Imma during the tournament when he was feeling unwell? He started shooting Alexi. You see
Yeah,
that clip?
same thing. Yeah.
That was the, like mind control counter strike. I've never seen a clip like that in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. I have flu for like 10 days already, so
Seriously?
yeah.
He's gone.
He's
He's not gone.
I mean, I'm getting better now. Today I woke up finally decent, so. But yesterday I was really dead after the 2 BO3s. So.
Yeah, it's a legit a part of the lifestyle. I don't think we talk about at all. Whereas like you are going to get sick on the road. Like you will have a day where you wake up, you feel like death, and you have to perform.
Yeah.
And I feel like for Counter-Strike players, I don't know. Some people probably have got support. You know, like there's some guy that shows up on your door with like a hot ginger tea or whatever. You know, but I don't know what you're supposed to do. Just to push through it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even for me, like after the Budapest Major, I was so sick. I think you either get sick during a tournament or you put so much energy in your body's like put so much into a tournament that after just like everything just dumps and you just like your body just gives up and then you just fall sick after an event as well. It's like it's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, it's real.
That used to be me, like because you put so much stress into everything, and then once the event is over, you're like, all right, that's we pushed through, buddy. Now
It's everything I was holding back. 100%. The post-event blues as well. I don't know about from a player perspective, but after an event goes, like you've just been seeing everyone doing something different every day. You get home and it's all quiet, and you're kind of like, oh. Yeah,
it's quiet.
Yeah.
I think when you're on a team, it's different because you finally get back home for a little while.
These
right?
boys are on the road much more than us.
Yeah, for real.
For real. What would you reckon your like days on the road are in a year, like on average?
I think like
I think it's close to 200 maybe.
I think above easily, like 240, 50 easily.
Okay.
But that's extreme. I mean, that is extreme. If you think about the amount of humans that are spending that much time away from home every year, there's a very small group of people that are doing that.
Yeah.
Oil rig workers, they go like 6 months on, 6 months off or something.
It's crazy, but
You have to do it.
exhausting.
yeah, it's part of the job.
Did it take some getting used to, like when you kind of first picked up that kind of calendar?
I think for me last year, I mean, 2024 is a bit different, but 2025 because we went to the end of pretty much every single tournament. Like, I mean, I was so used to like in Fnatic, like we go for a week, we get out in groups, okay, and back home after a week. But now it's like to the end of every single tournament, like a few days at home, like this block we have.
Yeah.
I think we had Bounty, few days, this few days, Cluj or something, and then it's like. It's crazy.
You almost have time to rest when you go back home.
Yeah.
You rest one day, go back already playing, and
you start the tournaments, you look at the calendar, and then you finish. You're already at the end of February, going into March, and you're like, okay,
Time travel.
it goes fast. It goes fast.
Yeah.
Was that why you guys decided to skip Bounty? Just so you can limit a little bit travel this year compared to last?
I mean, I think yes, a little bit, and I also had the same feeling as Mezzy in 2022 when it was my first year. We traveled so much, but we went out groups a lot. So we had a lot of time at home, but like last year when we make playoffs every round and we go like finals or semifinals, like you play almost every day and it's really exhausting and you're barely at home. And that's what happened also in the summer for us. Like I think we were not home for like 55 days. We went boot camp 2 times in a row, back to back after tournaments. So yeah, it can be rough sometimes. And this year I think because the VRS cutoff is a little bit like it's not close to January, you know. I think it was we felt like the press bounty maybe it's not that important, and also you don't play too much games, especially on LAN, because LAN games gives you a lot of points. And yeah, I don't think it was just a good tournament for the VRS points, and it was not too important, I would say, maybe.
Yeah.
I think also we're seeing a little bit after the first year, you know, changes with how teams approach different tournaments. You know, everyone's realizing the importance of the cutoff, and now everyone understands which event, how many points can you get at each event, right? It's why almost everyone is playing Cluj also compared to some of the other ones. And for teams understanding like, all right, if we're going to skip one and making plans, like it's evening out more. Last year we just saw a lot of PGL, we're going to skip that one. But now it's like, well, actually the online portion of some of these tournaments like really impacts the worth of going to them, whether you make LAN or not. And I think it's cool to see like how it has been developing. I guess from your guys' standpoint, how much do you care like who the TO is really in a way, or you just care if like all the good teams are going to be there and that sort of thing?
I think it's just more that what teams are participating, not really the TOs, and also I don't think it's really the players' decisions what we play. So yeah, that's my take.
Yeah.
So
actually, we don't have any choice about the tournament. We're gonna play, and also for anything.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I don't know, it popped into my head when you were saying that, Yenko, about like 3D Max last year where they did like...
Oh my God, when they go to China, go back to
Europe, China,
as
America,
they went back
China.
Yeah, they did the world tour. It was crazy.
In like 30 days, they went to China 3 times.
Yeah,
What
I don't
are we
know.
doing? But that's mismanagement. I guess the role of a manager is actually even more so in this the choosing of the tournaments, or if that's not even.
That's also hard when you want to gain point with VRS. You have to play a lot more than usually. So you need to take some risks sometimes.
We also had a close call with the Bucharest for the major invites. Like we were doing pretty good, and we were like top. I don't know. Like we were in the stage 3 invites, and then we decided to skip Bucharest.
To Hong Kong, no?
Yeah, I mean we didn't play Hong Kong because we didn't made it in the end.
Oh yeah.
And then we also didn't play Bucharest because we declined the invite because we thought we would be good, and it was just before the cutoff, and it was like 1-2 points between us and Aurora for stage 3 invite or 2. So
it goes so quick. Like the VRS is I'd say interesting. Just I think we won. Obviously, after we won like the 6 or 7 tournaments in a row, I think after a few losses or a few wins, I think Falcons overtook us or FURIA overtook us.
Also, Pyrovision in Blast Bounty, they won it, and they're already top 3 or top 2.
It goes really quick, and I think I think that's why it's important as well. Like, or why so many teams are playing like the Cluj or the other tournaments. Just like say it's so important to have the games on LAN because the points and it can change so quick. Like for us last year, obviously we played both bounties. and you have like teams like I guess Falcons skipped 1 or 2 or something, and playing more LAN events like in the PGL tournaments, and then all of a sudden they get a few wins there or a few extra points, and then it can switch so quickly as well.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, I remember talking to Snappy years ago when he was on Ends and when they had that good run when they were, top 2 and stuff, and he said one of the big reasons for them being in playoffs a lot more isn't that they're like playing a lot better CS or anything, it's that once they got a couple of wins, they became the higher seed, so they didn't have to face always the top 3-4 team in the first round, and then you have to go through the lower bracket. Like they just got to face teams that are a little bit closer to them, not always the number 1 team. So do you guys feel with all this talk about how quickly you can go up and down, do you put any stock in that where it matters which seed you are as well within the group, so that your run doesn't have to be as hard potentially up until the playoffs?
I don't think so, anyway. Because anyway, if you want to win tournament, you need to beat anyone. So if you have to face them at the beginning or at the end, you have to beat them. So that's my thought.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that checks out. So
So-
if you play anyone in front of you,
Yeah.
there's got. I think most players must have one team that they really don't enjoy playing against, though. Surely, just like psychologically. You know what I'm saying? See where I'm going? I don't know if you can see where I'm going.
It was a long year. It was a long year.
Yeah. You've got to have a liquid to someone's Astralis,
I mean, yeah, we faced so many times.
Yeah.
Some of them were closer, some of them were not so close, but regardless, I think it was always, like we knew it was coming. Whenever we went to the playoffs, we knew like, I think it will be Vitality at some point. And now it's looking similar as well if we get through G2. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
It's a new year, 2026. Get
Indeed.
to see how
Yeah,
that
it's new
head-to-head looks in the
challenge.
new year.
Yeah,
Excited.
I mean, it always changes so quickly as well. I mean, like we had last year, it's we have these streaks against a lot of teams, like against MOUZ, against Mongols, and then, I mean, it's never guaranteed the next game that you're going to beat them, and they beat us Cologne, and then obviously Mongols beat us as well at some point. I think it was EWC as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't really matter how long you have this streak or how many wins you have against a certain team. I think once a team gets over that barrier of beating them once, then the next game always becomes a little bit harder. And yeah, I think it's always tough going up against these guys, and it's going to be exciting if they can get through G2 anyway.
I wanted to ask you guys, how difficult was this off season? Because first half of last year, obviously great run. Unfortunately, these guys stood in the way of a couple of trophies for you. But then second half of the year, they sort of start stumbling. You even beat them right in Cologne, but don't end up lifting the trophy. And, a bunch of other teams won different tournaments, and you just weren't able to get over that hump. So how difficult were the conversations in the off season and sort of laying out the plan for this year, considering you obviously didn't make any changes to the roster?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we talk about the last year, it was a lot of like up and downs. We made a lot of deep runs, but still in the end, like of course we wanted to lift the trophies. Of course, like Vitality, they had a really great period, start of the year especially. Like they won every single tournament, I believe, like almost at least. So yeah, I think the start of the year, it was just that like they were playing really good. I think we were also in a pretty good shape, but yeah, it was always a little bit of mental battle when we went against Vitality, I would say. And then I think in the second half of the year, the first tournament, I think it was Cologne, right? Mm-hmm. We beat Vitality in the semifinal. Yeah. And then we go into the final versus Spirit, and then we like completely play shit basically, which is really disappointing because we were of course like super happy that like we beat Vitality after the like coming back to the season. But yeah, I think that's about it. I think coming to this year now, one of the reasons why we just kept the same roster is that we believe in the roster still. We knew like we are always so close. It's not a lot that is missing, and yeah, we trust everyone. We know like we are capable of doing it, but we just need to. It's so close, We just need to put it a little bit higher, and something we look for this year. We really want to win the trophies, and nothing else really matters. So.
Was it tough for you individually last year? Because, Spinks comes in, he sort of takes some of your space from T side, especially. CT side, you get the same positions, but how tough was that also, Brolan as the new IGL to find your space within the team, I guess, to some extent?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we, individually speaking, of course, last year it wasn't that good. It was not terrible, but it was not as good as I wanted it to be. And I think there is some, of course, maybe Spinks coming to the team in some way, of course, it changes a little bit. Brolan as IGL, I think he's done really good job, to be honest. I really like his way of calling, even though he's really not new anymore, but when he came to the team, he was new to being IGL, and he really took it as a good leader, the start. But for me individually, of course, I just want to improve my game. I know I'm much more capable of doing better, and I think the 24 season is I joined in end of 23, and in 2024 I was just. I would say I was playing with a lot of confidence, of course, because I joined the tier 1 scene, so it helped me a lot, in the beginning, I would say. But yeah, I mean, I guess for now it's just I want to improve from last year, be better, because I think also I have a real big impact whenever we go to the arena games and the playoffs games, because I think. If you have a lurker who is actually doing good and doing all of the right things, then it helps the team so much, and that's what I aim for as well.
These guys know all about that, actually. Yeah. No, I actually wanted to try and mash it all together with this conversation about confidence, an old Counter-Strike wisdom that was, kind of universal truth when I was first talking about Counter-Strike, was that teams often play different in the playoffs, as in it's an exploitable shift in their gameplay, because it's you're on the big stage now, they're not going to go for that extra swing, they're not going to go for the re-peak, they're going to play safe, they're going to try and play time. Is that something you've encountered as you've been playing, that when you get to playoffs, there are tendencies of how teams are going to act in there? And then also a follow-up question is, you guys have kind of, I feel like you've embodied the trying to chase not playing like it's a playoff. I remember there was that period where you were trying to push everything. Zershan was pushing every smoke and doing everything, to try and embody it's just another group stage match kind of energy. What's your relationship with this kind of treating playoffs differently, treating them the same, exploiting how your opponents will act with the change of the dynamics of a playoff? Is that something you guys have thought about at all?
I think from my experience, it's at least for us, I wouldn't say it's so much focus or so much difference on how teams play, but I think you can definitely feel or see the difference in how individuals play in playoffs, and some of the experience. I think especially when playing with Ropz and Apex, I mean, of course, these guys are always good, but I mean, playing with those two, I think when it gets to those player games, you really see the difference in the risks they take and the way they play around certain scenarios. And, the decisions they take in the playoffs is I think that's why Ropz is seen as he's won so many different tournaments and so good in the playoffs, is that he always takes really good decisions. He's always when the pressure is really high, it's always at the highest in the arena games when it's a final, semi-final, and he's always the one that's he's not scared to take that decision, and of course sometimes it doesn't pay off, but I think that's why he's one of the best lurkers in the world, is just because he's able to take those decisions, and it's so hard I always used to hate playing against him because it's just so tough to know what his next move is, and if that's happening in the playoffs, it's even harder to read, because as an individual, it's you're trying to make the right decision all the time, but he's always one step ahead, and he's not afraid to take the risk in a 5v4 or whatever it is, and he's always going to make the right decision. So I think it's not so much the teams, this overall play style, but I think you can definitely feel the difference in terms of individuals and the decisions they take on the stage and in the playoffs.
And he just has conviction. I think you talk about confidence. One of the reasons that makes Ropz so good is that when he has the clarity to just be yep, this is the right decision, and follows it, as opposed to the second and the third idea, they don't even come to him because he's already decided the first one's the right one.
And especially just the fact that even if it doesn't work from the first time, he's not a player that's going to be oh,
that doesn't work.
Oh, that doesn't work, I'm going to step back. No, he'll go for something else again, and I think that also helps Apex call as well, because he knows 100% of the time he's going to get the same Ropz every single time we play in a playoff game. He's always going to be the same individual. He doesn't have to change calling because he knows okay, he's consistent, he's going to always make these decisions, he's going to make plays, and it makes it easier for us to be able to communicate and do plays off this as well. Like, it makes it easier for me because I'm usually like kind of the roamer and like trying to play a bit between both the pack and also with Ropz and some maps, and it creates a lot more space for the second lurk or the second guy trying to take control as well. So it's definitely helpful.
When you talk about decision making, ZywOo, this is why this kind of Ropz ZywOo romance. You both have got this game sense. Do you just kind of see the world in the same colors? You know,
like you said, I mean, Ropz is a robot. You know, he's always has the same routine. Whenever you come to the studio, clean the screen, the table. You know, like
you know it.
And this is the same in the game. You know, he's always gonna do the same thing, and that's also, yeah, like you said, like put the team in confidence. You know, you can leave him alone. He's gonna do the job. And us, the pack, or even though he can come back with Ropz, but we are confident to leave him alone and just put it in the team in a good condition. So that feels great.
I think it's also a fun contrast between Ropz and ZywOo. Like, it's just whatever suits a player, because Ropz has the ruler out, the angles of the table, the distance, and ZywOo doesn't even have a config. He just sits down and like...
He's like, oh, maybe I'll try 1280 today,
you know, like, which is fun. I think the way I saw it was, it isn't necessarily that good players play better, that they play even better on stage. It's like a lot of other players would play worse. Like, their level would drop. They wouldn't make the same decisions. They would make it in groups. They would play with a little bit more fear, or they would get a bit more impatient. And guys like Ropz, the environment doesn't matter to him. Like, he will, what's the correct play in his head, whether that's, you know, match point or grand final or 6-0 up, you know, in group stages of whichever tournament, like, he's just going to do it. And that's why those players are worth their weight in gold. Like, there's a lot of great players out there in the upper bracket of a double elimination tournament, right? But it's when the stakes are at their highest is where they really prove their salt. You know?
What's been your experience of this kind of learning curve of confidence in playoffs? And I mean, actually, I've realised this feels like quite a tailored question for your current situation, but you guys obviously have had lots of reps now. What have been your takeaways?
Yeah, I think it's, as you said, we always try to treat the games, especially the playoff games, as just another game, you know, and not focus on the situation or the arena or whatever is going on. But I think, at least just from my experience, I think we are the best, or we are in our best shape when we can enjoy the moment and we can play good off each other and bounce off, and we just enjoy the moment. But I feel like a lot of times, especially last year, we put some pressure on us, and when we start to stress, and as you said, you know, you start to doubt a little bit, it changes a lot. And I think everybody in the team has to work on it. I think all of us are dropping a lot in the arena games as a team. I think it's not deniable, you know, but we are trying to work on it. And but it's difficult because there is not like one single thing you can do and you will be just better on the stage. It's a journey, it's an experience, and you know, we don't have a ZywOo, we don't have a Simple, we don't have, I don't know, a Donk who goes and drops 40. We need to figure it out together as a team, and
work in progress.
I think it's always tough, as even from my experience, like the whole of 2024, I remember when I first joined, it was really tough playing in playoffs. Like, it's all a new environment, like never playing on the stage and stuff before, even though like when I first joined end of 2023 we won, but into 2024 is just it's a different beast, like playing on the stage and stuff. And it took, even for me, a long time just to get used to it. I remember a lot of the playoff games, or when we played, I think it was Cologne in 2024, when we won against NAVI, it was like, I remember there were so many moments in the game where I was just thinking to myself, just like, don't mess this up, don't mess that up. And it's like, it just puts so much pressure on yourself to think of this. And I think now it's kind of weird, the path and the journey that we've been on, like even for me individually, like now it's kind of like we feel like we play a lot better. Even we're trying to put more pressure on ourselves, like in these group games and the studio games, trying to put more pressure on ourselves just because we feel like we up our game a bit more with the pressure and when the stakes are a bit higher. And I think we definitely noticed on some of the games where we don't play as good is because we're kind of taking it a bit too easy, or it's a studio game where like we're going a bit too easy on ourselves, not putting too much pressure on ourselves to win the game. And I think it's kind of weird how the past experiences kind of shape you, and then you come to this point now where you kind of view pressure and view the stress in a different light and a different way of, okay, sometimes it's good to have that pressure on you. You just need to think about it in a different way, or try and your output is in a different thought, or you don't think, okay, I'm going to mess this up. Just think it's just another game. You just need to kind of think of it in a different way and stuff.
It's so interesting. Like on either side of the table, we've got one team that are like trying to make themselves feel the pressure where they don't feel the pressure, and one team that's trying to not feel as much pressure on those big games. Like just the other side of the coin. Same thing, same problem, different framing. Yeah, it's super interesting to see that head to head. Counter-Strike.
Yeah, Counter-Strike. The new Anubis, right?
Yep.
You guys were obviously at Bounty, so you didn't have much time, and so you ended up playing Ancient again.
Anubis is our permaban now.
I don't know, Zio, your Ancient looks alright, man.
That's why, yeah.
If I play like this every day, I mean, yeah, it could be our good map for us. Yeah. But yeah, we enjoy the map.
Yeah, so I was just going to ask, what are your thoughts about the changes on Anubis? Do you feel like they're significant or minor from what you've seen so far in practice, I guess, mostly for you guys?
I mean, I think it's definitely a big change, but I mean, I also play on B side, and I still feel it's horrible.
He's even more scared.
That's the first thing YEKINDAR says. Like B side is still.
He's even more scared because of the window cave.
Yeah, they start throwing mollies from different
flash.
positions.
I cannot even see the flash coming now, and
but
so scared.
I definitely think it has changed a little bit, just because it gives the CTs a little bit more options to retake, and they can also slow the Ts down a bit, because before it was like kind of just Ts go towards cave, take it as fast as you want, and now it's like the CTs have a few more options and makes the Ts question a little bit. I still think there could be more change, maybe change the spawns on like the T side. I think it was like everyone thought, okay, it's helpful to the CTs now, and then I watched like, I think it was Eyeballers playing, but the game was like 12-0 T-side or something, and it was like, okay, then it's still T-sided. So, but I think, yeah, it could do with some changes. It's still nice.
I don't know about the window mid still, because people are just double nade, molly. You cannot even rush it, or I think people are gonna use it more mid rounds. Because the beginning of the round, everyone's gonna expect like the push or anything like this.
But it also has now that butterfly effect where, well, now people have to use those nades at the start.
Of course. Yeah.
So they can't use them for something else, or it takes an extra time, it's an extra step. I think that's the fun part, where like as teams try these new things and everyone figures out, you know, what suits their play style, is where we might see the meta change a little bit.
Yeah. Something that's opened up now is because of the window moved, you know, like the cross bridge, like CT's just walking mid, early is becoming more frequent, and that's like interesting as well, like the fight between like a CT pushing
don't
up.
Look at those guys.
Then don't look at
sorry. I
just realized we also practice it.
Yeah, getting your reps in on Anubis. Yeah. But it is an interesting, like, there are these byproducts of what seem like small changes might actually lead to a bit of a shift in the meta.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it opens up still on the other side of the map as well. Like even before, because there's so much, like you could have so much focus, maybe more people going towards B or something, because they don't really care so much about mid or whatever it is. But now they're so focused on trying to control the CTs taking aggression there. There's less people towards B or something, so you can take more space there. Or like say, it's happened a lot in practice, or something like people just insta pushing mid, like just walking because so focused on the water control and so on. So I think it has changed, but I still think there's some work to be done. But it's something different.
I have a genuine CS question, and it might just be me being stupid. 90% chance. But I feel like I've seen players when they're holding outside B main, like T side. When you're holding outside B main on Anubis, players will hold a nade and they will play on a pixel, but they'll hold the nade. Is the holding the nade changing their model, or are they just holding it to react and throw it quick?
Yeah, react and throw it quick.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a normal thing for like the CTs just to flash out and just try and take control. And the CTs do the same thing though. They'll flash out, spot the guy, and try and HE as well. So it's kind of just like a little tennis game or something, just throwing nades at each other. But I think it's usually just for this, like to be ready to react with the HE, because yeah, it's usually some easy util damage.
Okay.
We had Aurora here before you guys, so I asked them when the update was out, did they make a big party? What was it like, you know, in their camp? So I guess the opposite for you guys. How?
Yeah, rest in peace, Train.
You probably got hurt the most by this map pool change. Your one permaban being brought back, so now you had to pick your poisons. So how was that when you saw it?
Yeah, it was. It was a pain in the ass, to be honest, to see Train goes. Of course, I think we were a pretty good Train team. I think maybe one of the best teams. And we had some good win streak going on. So yeah, it was tough to see to go, but maybe we discussed that maybe we should start play Anubis as well. But I mean, right now we are still banning it, but who knows what's
I feel like
coming
Jimmy
up.
would be a sick A anchor. I feel like you just built.
He is.
Yeah.
Built for it.
But
Yeah.
and then Dust2 came back, you know, and we are playing Dust2 now at the moment, and
I was gonna say you must be happy that you're playing Dust, like as an opper.
I mean,
Do you not like the map?
it's not one of my favorite maps, to be honest. Yeah.
Don't know join killing people crossing the. I love that. That's my favorite thing.
It is pretty nice, but yeah, I think a lot of teams look at our Dust2 maybe as a little weakness, and they also try to punish pick it versus us, but we know that maybe now we didn't practice it for like 6 months, obviously. We were permabanning it, but before that I think we were really good. Like we had a really good streak going on in the first season of 2025, so we were actually happy Dust2 coming back, and yeah.
I want to ask, do you feel like there's any truth to, you know, when you have like, let's say a weakness in the map pool or a perceived weakness from the outside, and then people keep picking this map against you, but then you end up playing it so much that you actually learn a lot on it, and it can very quickly
Sometimes
like,
can be dangerous.
at least stop being a weakness. Doesn't have to go to your like second best map, but like, yeah, we played 5 officials on this map in 2 tournaments, and we've learned a lot, so that now like it's stopped being a weakness.
I mean, I think towards the end of last year, when we played FURIA a lot, and they were picking Overpass. It was one of our weaker at that period, and we played them so much. Then we ended up beating them, but we also learned so much. And even with Train, it was kind of annoying that it took it out, because I think it was one of the maps we put so much work in, because we started off when it first came out, we were pretty good in it, and then it was just like, I think you guys were picking it against us. So like a lot of teams were trying to punish us on it. And then we were just like, we need to put some work in it. We put so much time in it, and then they take it out. Like we finally felt like, okay, we're getting a bit better on this map, and we're figuring it out. And then they take it out, and we're like, okay, then that's one gun. I mean, we're not too annoyed about it, but at the same time, it's like you say, when teams constantly pick it against you, or you constantly trying to work on it because it's one of your weaker maps, sometimes it can switch so quickly where it's like at the bottom, and then all of a sudden you put so much work in, and because you put so much focus on it, it's like in the top 3 now. And it's like, even for us, like Overpass was like, it was kind of up and down at the start, and then now it's one of our best maps. It's just the way sometimes that you put so much time into this map, or you play it so much officially because teams are picking it, that you kind of learn so quickly on this. It's the best way as well, because practice is like, you can only learn so much. It can be tough to know what actually works in officials, and in officials people are so much anti-strat and so many mind games going on, so it's tough to know. But when you play it officially, then you kind of feel like the real value of that map.
Yeah. I think we also had the same on Dust2. Like as I said last year, I think it was a punish pick for a lot of teams versus us. And I think we just played so much. And as I said, when we started to ban Dust2 because Train came in the summer, then when we started to ban Dust2, our record was like 7-2, and we lost only to you guys and maybe once to Falcons, because Spirit, Vitality, Falcons, they all played us when they were really good, and they were always destroyed us, and we played so much that we actually became pretty good at it, and we learned how to play good versus also the better teams. And yeah, in the end we were a pretty good Dust2 team as well, but in the end, we started to ban it. So
especially when Jimmy's doing 1v5s against us.
yeah,
It's a legendary moment.
Yeah, I saw there was a Reddit thread about Dust2. So this was a fan asking a question about the pro meta on Dust2. and because I have pros in front of me talking about Dust 2, I'm just going to ask it for his sake. I mean, they were curious. They were asking about whether or not, you know, the meta is shifting to more of like a contesting mid early. Like, are we seeing more fights in mid than we used to? Are teams more readily, like the lower pushes, people, these new boosts, variations, and exploiting that? Is that happening more, or are we making that up in our heads from the viewers' standpoint? Is it like, has the meta shifted? Surely it's the same map. Why would it have?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it also, I think a lot of teams now are so, of course before it was so much focused on like long, like people just want to take long, but I think almost like all the good teams on Dust are kind of comfortable without long. If like a CT, if they don't have long, okay, we know how we want to react, how we want to play, and that's why I think sometimes there is so much focus on mid, and also being able to obviously break the smokes and everything it's always nice for the AWPers or people to have plays in middle and around this like short area. I think as well, it's always, I think something we've been punished pretty recently against Game Legion, and also in our first game against BC game, like just people playing aggressive, it can be tough as well. Like on the T side, there's so much to be like scared of, like whether it's people pushing out like short, going lower, breaking smokes in mid. So you have to be aware of so many different plays that the CTs can do, and it kind of forces you to focus on and put resources towards one thing, and it leaves gaps on another side. So yeah, I think it has shifted a little bit. There's, like I said, there's a lot more options in mid that people are kind of trying to exploit and play around. So it can be tough to play against.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, I think on Dust 2, I think you have to play really slow on T side. At least my viewpoint is that you have to play really slow, and you have to take mid control, like under and short. I think this is the default, and I think these have a difficult like time, because let's say you smoke mid doors, everybody does it, right? It's a common sense, but like the cities will most of the time break it, or like the cities default, I think, is either they try to take long or they try to punish the mid take.
Right.
And I think by breaking the smokes on mid and trying to punish the Ts, you try to force the Ts to use one more smoke at least on mid, maybe try to resmoke the doors or try to slow them down, and now they have one more smoke less. And I think I think the CT's job is to try to delay the Ts as much as possible, and Ts to try to take space without getting caught.
Right.
But I mean, this is the mind game. Like when do you reveal? When do you use one more smoke? Do you take the risk that the OP is not on mid? So, yeah.
Yeah. And one of my favorite plays that pros have been doing is when you boost like top mid, like palm, for the smoke
Reveal.
break. So,
Yeah.
so you're ready to punish
Yeah.
the smoke break. It's just so satisfying when it pays off. It's like, ooh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun on Dust 2. But what do you think about this? Like, is this, and I don't know, but did Valve make it clear like we're going to keep changing the maps every season, or is this just, we have no idea?
We have no idea.
Okay.
Makes sense for Valve.
I think
Well, I don't know.
it is fixed
Yeah.
because of the premiere season, no?
Right.
I think at least. I think it comes with the premiere.
So if there was going to be a map change, it would be next Premier season. If there was going to be one.
I think.
Okay, wow.
It seems like it. I mean, I think before though, it would be nice if they can change it a little bit earlier, like they did. I think when they brought, I think after Shanghai, was it, or something, when they brought Train in, like it was pretty quickly, or everyone kind of knew.
Yeah.
Like, there was a lot of rumors that it's coming in, so you could kind of prepare pretty quickly. For us, like we had the boot camp before Bounty started, like to be able to prepare and everything and play the map.
Ropz
and then,
were ready on
Ropz was fully ready for this. But then for Anubis, like to come back in, it was like, I think even a few days before Bounty, were like, is it going to happen? I was like, it's Valve. It's probably going to happen. Apex, no, it's fine. And then a couple of days, in one day, Anubis is back, and it's like, okay, all of a sudden you have to switch everything. You have to start learning the map. And I think it's nice that they would, if that's the plan to change each season, it's something cool to keep it fresh. But if they're going to do it, it would be nice to have a bit more warning to be able to prepare as a team, especially when you have Bounty, but then you have Krakow obviously coming in one of the biggest tournaments of the year. You want to be able to make sure you're fully prepared on whatever the map pool is going to be.
It was also strange to remove Train so quickly.
It was so quick, 6 months of Train,
Yeah.
almost.
And it was just getting good. Like it was like the meta had, finally we had like kind of an established meta and then counterplay to it. It was looking really fun to watch.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they look out for us. It's more, it's more for the casual players. So, yeah.
And they're looking at stats. I know they're very numbers-driven people.
Yeah.
They're probably just going like, oh, 0.5% of the players like Train. Great.
If we find a map that we like, then we just need to do our part in FACEIT in matchmaking.
That's
we
right.
just go, we only queue this map, it's fine. It's fine.
Like I was a Vertigo Global, I'll be honest. I was a Vertigo Global, man. Respect to Vertigo. Gone too soon, right, Jimmy?
I miss it just
Yeah,
so
man.
much.
Don't kill it, please.
Yeah.
It was such a
Bring
good
back
one.
Vertigo.
Yeah, bring back. Yeah, B-site was really good. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, actually, well, Jimmy. Actually,
Jimmy enjoyed it. I don't know why, but
Maybe Cash next month.
Oh, cash would be good.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't mind as
I
well.
wouldn't mind. It's been a while since we had a cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, or Cobblestone. One of these would be so great.
Not this version of Copper.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
no
I mean the
couple,
old
no
one, the
couple.
first one
No couple.
everyone played. This
Yeah.
one was sick, but
Original OG Cobble.
we need to pay Valve.
There's no other map that has a fight like Drop Down, is there? Like that is a Cobble unique, Cobble specific fight. Maybe there's a Vertigo out kind of clears that are similar, but like the sound cue, you had to make a sound cue to drop and all that. I thought that dynamic was cool. I thought that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there is.
And shotguns were viable, like legitimately
Yes.
viable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the office.
Some Monday we will get hosted
Imagine you
back.
have to practice with your speech.
That'd be like Rainbow Six kind of Counter Strike.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting.
Perhaps it's what's needed, you know, for someone to dethrone Vitality
Yeah.
this year, like change the mode that we're playing. But a lot of teams, a lot of the contenders didn't make any changes. I mean, outside of Spirit, you know, Falcons, MOUZ, FURIA, all kept the same roster. So did that surprise you guys a little bit? You know, who do you feel like, is it going to be the usual suspects in terms of challengers?
I mean, I was surprised there wasn't. I thought there would be more changes. Not as if like any teams needed to make changes, but usually in the off season you would expect more. But I think as well it kind of works in the favor of some of these teams. Like these guys said, it's sometimes the past experiences and everything they went through throughout that whole year. Like they've all grown together as a team and kind of learned so much from these experiences that it can also make them stronger as well. Like, of course, it's frustrating to not win those tournaments. And the first thing is in esports or in CS is like, okay, we need to make this change. This is the problem. Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes it can be like the best thing for them to stick together, and they learn so much. So I think as well for a lot of these teams, it's they can learn so much from everything they've been through. So it can also work in their favor. But yeah, I was surprised. I thought there would be some changes after whatever rumors. You never know what's true online and stuff. So.
Yeah. The rumor mill likes to.
Yes.
Talk.
I mean, Spirit may change.
Yeah.
And I expected also FaZe making changes, but I think the major
Probably should have.
the major I think they gave them hope. So yeah, we will see.
I can see how like it would feel like all of those close, narrow, deep runs would have been for nothing if you then just go, all right, well, let's just start rebuilding something else. Like you've got such a good, everything you've got is right. You've got all the ingredients, you know, and now you've got these lessons that are only going to kind of lead to elevation. I feel like your vibe and demeanor has been like listening, you know, all the team comms we get, like just those little tidbits, we get a little flavor of what the MOUZ camp vibe is. It just feels like you've got a really nice baseline energy right now. Does it feel that way in the team?
No, it does.
It does.
No, it
I
does.
know. Of course, sometimes like it's not always the same. You know, of course, if you're getting fucked, you are a little bit more mad and stuff like.
Believe it
this.
or not.
And, it's normal. But yeah, I think for us, we always try for like a really good spirit in the team. We always work the best whenever we have we have so much fun.
Yeah.
We play really good, and it's something also that works in the important games. You know, when you're really well connected together, when the important game comes, then you also play the best, I believe. So yeah, I think the fun is just a big part of the like staying together and fighting for the win together.
Yeah,
I feel like that's always in your answers. You know, every time you're answering in like an interview, it's always like our communication. We're on the same page. It's like it's a big factor for you.
Yeah, I think it's coming back. I would say maybe on the first 2 days it was not really there. Of course, we won versus NRG, but I don't think we played too good. And I think we were also not in the best spirit. And I think it showed in the Aurora game. I think we were really, I would say we were pretty sloppy, to be honest. And also, I don't think we showed up as a team. And yeah, it is our first tournament of the year, so it's not an excuse, of course, but you know, it is natural a little bit, I would say, that it's not the same as on practice. And Yeah, I think I'm just really proud, to be honest, from yesterday and of the team that I think we finally showed what we were last year, and I think we showed great mentality, and we also played pretty decent, I would say. So yeah, I think it's coming back.
It's just so funny. I'm just suddenly thinking. I was imagining, what if Brolan acted like Apex? Like, could you imagine Brolan going, guys, what the fuck are we doing? What the, you know, it's, I mean, Dan is such a unique individual, and obviously, you know, it's working wonderfully. But just like, you know, how that must be, that's one of the biggest contrasts I can find, is the leadership styles between you two as rivals. Yeah. It's interesting.
But you like ignore him 80% of the time. When he gets mad, you know that he's just venting more than...
I mean, I also come from the UK scene, so I'm kind of used to some IGLs or some people that are kind of...
put some respect on Mighty Max.
Okay, Max was definitely not like this, but...
Shout out to Smuya.
But there's, I mean, for me, I've always been kind of used to this, and it's always... I think for Apex, it's always coming from a place that he just wants to win, and it's like so much, I think, and it's happened so much, either him at the team or these guys arguing in French, and then all of a sudden this guy goes out on one tap. So it's like a weird thing where it's just, he shouts at us, and then, okay, we win an eco or something weird next round, and it's like, I think when you realise that it's coming from a place that he just wants to win, and as players, and all of us always say, like, it's we just need to be open to it and just be, okay, if he's being mad at us or he's shouting at us, then okay, we take it on the chin. We don't need to go sad about it or go quiet about it, because I think it happened in the end of like last year, like when we went on a bit of a down period. It was just like, I think we're kind of getting a bit too frustrated with each other, or getting too frustrated at things going wrong because we weren't playing perfect CS and so on. And I think when you kind of just accept everything that happens, or be ready for everything that happens, then you kind of just know, okay, we all just need to do this to win, and we kind of accept that. And
good example yesterday. I think he was a bit tilted. Yes. Like against Aurora, he was a bit tilted. Like in cave against Xantas, we could fail it. It's tough, all of us could reset really fast, and not really thinking about. I mean, we could think about what he was saying, but not about the raging part. Yeah. And yesterday was like a good example about Apex being a bit mad.
It's also tough when it's a second official for an IGL to try and IGL on the map that we don't really play as much as the others, and it's like it can be tough for an IGL to mentally try and find solutions, try and help the team as well. It can be really
having
hard.
4 players trying to talk above him as well, because we are all trying to help him, but he's trying to put the solution as well, and sometimes he's like, guys, he's trying to go, listen to me, I need to do something.
He's such a character. Such a character.
I think it comes with both sides as well. Like, I think if he didn't have that side, he also wouldn't have the side where he's hyping everyone up, and like, I think that's what makes him, in my opinion, like the best, not just IGL, but just the captain for a team. Like, just being able to pick everyone up when they're down, or to hype us up when we need it as well in these arena games, or when we maybe starting a bit low on energy, he's always the one to start it high as well. So I think of course there's some people that come close in terms of that category, but I think he's still pretty much quite a bit ahead in terms of that captaincy role.
I don't know, man. I would be so motivated to perform when an arena is chanting FU Apex. Like, I'd want to be like, fuck you, Apex. But like, but you know, I'd want to go down and be like, okay, we're gonna put on a show for you guys. You know, that would be motivating for me.
It takes a special kind of guy to walk out on stage in a major grand final and hold a finger to 20,000 people. Like, that's all you need to know, really. He's just built differently. I guess. But I want to ask you guys about your quarterfinal game. Did you even play G2 before, like this roster, last season?
I think we played them once.
I think we played once.
I think we played them once.
I'm quite sure, yeah.
I don't remember where. I'm pretty sure.
But you're not super familiar. It's not like you play them sort of super often, and they are interesting to me because I think they went for, when they lost NiKo and Monesi, they went the road of your roster in terms of having, you know, a lot of good players, good coach, a team that meshes together well, that has a lot of selfless players too, but there isn't that one sort of clear superstar on the team, right? So going into a, you know, stage match, big tournament, like, would you prefer to have an opponent that maybe you're a bit more familiar with than going with someone who you're not used to playing, because I know everyone does prep and you're going to watch all of their games, but it's still different on the server when you get to experience it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same for both of us. They don't play us a lot, so we are in the same shoes. But I would say maybe I would prefer we play somebody that we played a lot. I think it's gonna be a unique game. As you said, we don't play G2 a lot, so yeah. And they also went for the structure, I would say, that we have. You know, I think you said it pretty well, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. But yeah, I think of course we watch prep and we will prepare, but at the same time, I think like when you play a team, for example, we play Vitality or Spirit so many times, like you get a grasp on how they are thinking and how they like to start the game or play the game, or they have a way of playing the game, you know, and even if you do your prep, you still know.
It feels redundant, right?
Yes.
Like we play these guys. I know how what their style is. I know how they like to change the pace. We just need to go out there and do it.
Exactly.
You know?
And yeah, versus G2, they don't know how we usually play. We don't play each other a lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a different game. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see G2 more, actually. Yeah, I found that game really interesting yesterday. Like, I think this MATYS underrated right now. He's going to have a good year. I reckon MATYS going to have a really good year. And he's a left-hander.
Yeah, I walked behind him and I saw him playing like this. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude, there's two of us. Watch out. Woxic, MATYS. That's all we've got as lefty representation. You would have been my favorite player forever if you were left-handed. So, but you have got weird controls. I guess that works.
Left hand with his settings. Oh my god.
The ultimate unique player.
Plus
Yeah.
Fasher.
Oh,
What a combo.
Yeah.
Oh, Fasher had funky keybinds.
Yeah,
didn't he?
very.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think MATYS is the left hand and that mouse pad is.
Oh, and that mouse.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the mouse pad
He
is-
went back to his old mouse pad.
Did he?
Yeah,
I
He's got
think
the
so,
crusty
yeah.
one out.
He's on the
Yeah.
crusty one. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Really?
Where did he
Yeah,
keep
he went
it?
back.
Like,
he had a new one for a while, and then maybe he wasn't shooting the best, and then he was like, "Yeah, I need to go back."
Yeah,
to old
I need
mouse
to.
pad, yeah.
Something I think the fans are always interested is how often players are changing their mouse peripherals, mouse pads and stuff. Is that something you guys have got like a rigid deadline on, or is it just like a feeling thing? I was going to say, I don't care.
I could change every week.
Every week? Fresh one?
Yeah. I'm used to fresh things, so
Yeah.
I don't mind to change.
Okay, box fresh mouse pad for you.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Same vibe? Don't really care?
I mean, for me, it's like I change quite often. I think mousepad maybe once for every month or something like
Okay.
this. And yeah, I like to always. I mean, sometimes I also change mice, but not so often, to be honest. But I like whenever the feeling is like quite fast, and I hate it when it's like really slow, and
Right.
I don't like it at all. You know.
You get like that swamp pad.
yeah,
where it's
yeah,
like
yeah,
humid.
yeah. So I like to change often, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't change that much.
Peace.
Good.
Thanks, boys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys.
Thanks, guys.
I saw Fulham was in the gym the other day, the one up the road.
No, Falcons grinding.
Just for Instagram.
Yeah.
He didn't do it on Instagram. There was no Instagram post.
No, Fallen, I respect Fallen a lot because he lost like 10 kilos or like 8 kilos in like a month, yeah.
In a month?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound healthy.
No, he's like on a diet, no sodas, like only good food, protein, just cutting the calories, that's it.
It's easy for him to lose weight. He doesn't drink.
And he was going also like twice a day gym.
Holy shit.
Okay, that's pretty good. I respect that.
Yeah, imagine. Like he's IGL and going doing this, and then it kind of motivated me as well, and I started going to the gym a little bit.
Nice. Well, you said he doesn't drink. I think that we're getting less and less people who drink.
No, yeah, we do, but it's a big part of, like, it holds you back if you're trying
What, the alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because also, I mean, it's caloric, but also like for 2 days after you
You're fucked.
have alcohol, you're like, your body holds water and shit, and it's hard to lose weight.
Boxy was nodding, either in agreement or. Oh, okay. Well, we're going.
How close do we need to be to the...
That's pretty good.
Is it this?
Yeah.
Like this?
Zontix was sitting back here.
Okay.
So maybe don't do that.
He doesn't have anything
But
to say anyway.
No, I got Zontix to talk.
Really?
Yep, we were talking about his forum posts.
Forum
post?
He used to post on the HLTV forums back in 2020.
Really?
That explains a lot.
Oh,
He
that
said-
was something like this.
He said nice things about me.
That's good.
I was his favorite analyst in 2020. I don't know if I still am.
Not anymore.
Who's posting on the forums here? Molotov, you got an account?
No.
You lurking?
No.
You sure?
No.
Sport mode.
How did you find an account? His account. Who did an investigation?
I had to do a lot of work. All right, I did a lot of work. Mate, you think I come into these things unprepared?
Well,
What is the name? What was it?
Context.
no, I have a fake account where I'm saying like the YEKINDAR is the GOAT or something, GOAT entry. That's my fake account.
I remember that account. It also said I think FURIA should go international.
You know what? There was actually a post that Zontix posted on had YEKINDAR as the name, and it had something like YEKINDAR said he got level 10 with only 1.8k hours or something, and then Zontix actually posted in the thread, and he says, I got 3k ELO with only 600 hours. Am I genius?
Yeah, he is genius. Honestly, he is genius.
For real?
Yeah.
600 hours, 3k ELO is
pretty good.
good.
It's pretty good.
Very good, yeah.
Matt, do you play in FACEIT?
No, not.
I was going to say.
Yesterday morning, I just wake up at 8 and I say to myself, let's play some FACEIT. But I play very bad yesterday night, so I will not play FACEIT again.
Fair enough.
Solo queue?
Yeah, solo queue. Man, it's so difficult, solo queue. Like,
Tell me about it.
it's so difficult.
I came to the conclusion that FACEIT just ruins the nervous system and
The nervous system.
no, legit. I used to grind a lot of FACEIT. I have many games on FACEIT. I like playing FACEIT or whatever. But last season, for example, when we won actually tournaments or whatever, I didn't play FACEIT for the whole season.
Okay.
And then suddenly I started winning tournaments. So maybe like the FACEIT was the problem. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right.
Cut that out, Chad. Don't worry.
Yeah, the sales team aren't going to be happy with that. I just want to let as we know, the relationships between Chad Birchall and Turkey are being repaired day after day.
That's why I
We
sit
need
in
to
between
fix
you
it
and
like day
Moxie.
after day. It's like long cover. Yeah.
But I played an Anubis game with a Turkish 3-stack the other day, and we won. And I knew we were going to win. As soon as we came in, I was like, oh, it's Turkish players and it's Anubis. We've won the game. I knew we'd won the game. So, by the end of 2026, we'll be like this. Well, me and Turkey will be like this. It's going to be great.
What did you guys do when you saw the news? Did you like make a big party when Anubis was coming back? Or did you celebrate, go out for team dinner?
I saw Wikidia was running in the building. Anubis back. We said like, stop joking. And like he said, no, that's real. And we just went to computer instantly and just checked. He said, man, this is real. Like.
It was unexpected. Yeah,
unexpected. We were not expecting that. It's just coming about Anubis just bringing back.
Yeah.
I was sad that they didn't make changes at the start, but then when they added changes, I was happy.
Well, okay, let's start here because we've got the Anubis experts on one side of the table. You guys...
On both sides of the
table. Fair. That's fair. The changes, when I first saw them, I thought they were pretty mild. The more I watch, the more I'm like, okay, this is interesting. But in terms of the changes themselves, do you think it's enough to fix some of the issues that the map was experiencing before? Or you didn't mind the issues that the map was experiencing?
Well, I think the B side is complete garbage still.
Okay.
But the problem is that for T side it's harder to get to the B side now. And I feel like CTs can hold in their nades longer because of mid gap now.
Okay, because you can harass a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. So you can condition the water control a little bit more, and like you can actually push water, and T's are a little bit scared of that. I feel like if CTs do everything correctly, then T's have a little bit no chance to kind of get into water fast.
Okay.
And that forces T's to play a little bit slower or B-pop or like do like these kind of things, or they have to pressure mid very early to kind of get to that control, and you can save nades on B at that point.
Okay.
And the more nades you have on B in late game, the better the chances on that side is. And that was the problem before. That it's just like you're always scared of any timing on B that can happen. It can be a B pop, it can be a fast B split, it can be like many things. And now I feel like there's things that you can play against depending on the timing of the round and depending on the water control that you do. So I like the changes, and it's also I like the changes because. I'm playing mid now. I don't play cave.
There you go.
I'm not playing cave anymore. Who plays cave for you guys? Are you, right?
It's
Yeah,
generally it's the guys who all utility can throw utility in the good timings.
Yeah. I was leaving that side. When I was playing cave, I was playing A main. I was playing mid. I was just not in cave.
The only star player playing cave, I think, is Donk. Maybe
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Because even Vitality, Apex is now playing.
Apex
swapped,
now.
yeah.
Apex they swapped. Yeah.
But I did your game, I think, on Anubis.
The last game?
Falcons?
It was against Falcons.
Yeah.
Was it that one that I was casting? Was I even
Yeah, it was.
casting that?
You were doing that game. If it was, yeah, that was the first game of the day.
That's
so you
right, I
were-
was. Yeah. Wow. Sorry, boys.
So
I've
many
just been a
games,
different
yeah.
planet.
It's okay to forget.
okay.
like-
But you guys rarely even.
No, he
play-
only forgets the Turkish games. doesn't he?
yeah.
I got it.
You guys.
You
rarely,
can never beat delegations. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
You guys rarely even play on mid. You guys just play sides. You like block a little bit and then you don't play on mid.
Like it's depend. I think to answer your question, like I don't know what is for you the main issue of Anubis. Like what was the main issue like for you?
I think that it was the CTs being forced into having to make aggressive plays because
Mid round, like to
Yeah,
play
because you have
proactive
no
mid
space,
round because
yeah.
you have no space. Like I think we are not playing a real aggressive on City side, and it's working well actually. But I think, like you said, sometimes you have to do it when team's making a lot of pressure and taking zone. But I think it's also depend of your player style. You know, when you have a player that really aggressive like him on City side, like YEKINDAR, I think like to push or playing aggressive, it's good. But when you don't have this type of player in your teams, you have to make your own style. You know, and I think for our teams, playing like more passively, it's better result for us. So that's why we doing like this. But the map, like you say, need to be playing more proactive on the mid run. It's not like Overpass. You know, Overpass you play step by step. You start first, like on CT, then you go back on the middle side, and then you go back on site, step by step. But on Anubis, you can do that. You just start on B sides and you just need to face them. And mid run, when you lost info on mid, like you have to play proactive, taking information on B, pushing B, some things.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams that play like Aurora is playing, like Spirit, for example, as well. Is a very good example of like Donk is doing Donk thing in cave, and they're retaking like cave control or whatever, but they're not really pushing A, they're not really pushing mid, they're not doing anything like very that aggressive. Donk is just getting the first contact, everybody else is using nades, dealing. Eventually they play 3-2 Shiro Zontix on A, and Magic's who's their mid player now?
It's near.
It's in
near Magic's and Donk on B.
It's because the play style of Shiro is not very aggressive also, so that's why if he try to make aggressive play, maybe it will not work.
It's easy to do punishment. T sides like in Anubis.
Yeah, true. And then for example, there's teams like 3D Max. Who are
pushing everywhere.
Yeah, meanwhile.
And I would consider like as well, like Spirit, like Aurora, they have good Anubises. And 3D Max has good Anubises.
So both working, but the most important thing is like poker, when you have in your hands what you have, and you have to use that, I think, as a team when you...
Both are gambles in a way too, though.
Yeah, it is. But
Well,
if
laughing.
3D Max was just trying like playing like us, probably they're not gonna shoot. It's because of their play style and everything.
And players, Measure is saying correctly. Like if you have players who are a little bit more laid back, they like holding the site rather than trying to find impact some way. Then you have to play like that.
I think to me it's always interesting when you see map changes. Like people always talk about, okay, there's this window now, it's moved, the door is different, how is that, what angle can you take and timing. But I like the butterfly effect of, you know, okay, now you have to use this extra utility, you know, if you're on the T side, grant that early peak, or to buy some more time, and what that does like 40 seconds later in the round. Because okay, if they want that, now they have one molly less and two HEs less, and now that makes sort of the A execute that you could do before, now you have like 3 pieces of utility less, so now you need to make a choice, and then the box is moved on A, so all of a sudden now it's maybe easier to defend against that hit, which is probably going to take, I know, a month or two of games for people to sort of catch up with that. Like you were talking about, that on B you will have more nades, so it will make it easier to defend later on.
Yeah, the thing is, from the old and new Anubises, I've seen many different metas in a way. Like every team has their own understanding of the update in terms of like how to play the map and how they feel comfortable playing the map. And until teams kind of play the map and show what they have, there's not going to be a very obvious meta of like how to play this map. Nobody knows like what you created with like the gap now, or like do you have a push, do you don't have a push, or like how do you stand end game and whatever. And I feel like, for example, that's why I watched 3D Max, like they played Anubis this tournament, and bro, like if we would have played Anubis against them first game without knowing what they do, like we would have destroyed, bro. Honestly, I think because like some of the things they have, like the mid checks with like mid round, a little flash into window, just lucky, just
to check the
just,
weather.
just to check. Like, are you trying to come close ball? Okay, you're not trying to come close pop. Okay, we can be not scared of B split a little bit. You know, we can save some utility. You know, all of these details they really matter. I got lucky playing this map, having an aggressive opera in both. Like for example, in Liquid I had Ultimate, who was very good on Anubis, and now I have Daniel, who's as well very good on Anubis as an aggressive opera. And in my opinion, it's like, for my playstyle, it's a lot easier for me to play with an aggressive opera in the team. But I also understand, like, for example, Spirits or Aurora's way of playing. Like, I don't consider Voxic like a very passive opera, but like in terms of like overall 3-2 kind of style, then it's as well kind of cool.
Yeah. You haven't said much over here, mate.
I don't like this map.
You don't like it?
I like better Train because it's more comfortable this map. I can take aggressive style in Train, but Anubis, what can I do? Only pick mid and pick con. It's all.
What about Ivy? You can go Ivy.
Yeah, I can go Ivy, I can go Pop, I can go B, I can go lower with up, I can do anything.
It was pushing middle and holding T side, T spot.
That's right,
And 125.
Yeah, the monster, I call that one.
Yeah, I can do whatever on the Train, but Anubis, I can do only 2 pick and it's mid and con.
Yeah, even people are ready for the B boost, right? Like B main. The rifler boosts the AWP, and then the AWP takes that deep line. I'm watching players just sit waiting for that boost only when they know there's an AWP in play. It's like, well,
that thing is a little bit out there.
We try one time in official, but we little bit.
I like the Maka PK main. If you Molotov behind the little thing, like the basket or whatever. Yeah. Like outside the main, a rifle comes and clears it for you, and then you stay on the line.
Hold the line.
Yeah. You smoke stairs, for example. Oh, they're pressured. Okay, they left water. Then you can go out a little bit of a main. We'll hold stairs, or like there's a couple things to do with the op that are interesting. I feel like Maka is very good with the overall just having these aggressive plays. I think it's a nice opera for aggressive operas to look at.
Yeah, Maka plays some unorthodox like positions with the AWP. Like I always know on Inferno he's playing in window or halls a lot, like, and not standard peaks, like not just end of apartments on Inferno just looking for that peak, or not even down the stairs. Like he's in boiler or in the window room with the AWP, always doing something crazy, trying to stop the defaults and stuff. It's interesting with the different profiles of AWPers that are out there for sure. What do you reckon? We got Rookie of the Year right here. Soulfly, is he early contender for Rookie of the Year 2026? He's playing pretty good.
Yeah, he's...
I think, yeah.
You guys to say, like, I think he started the first tournament, I think it was stressful, I think. It was the first tournament for him, and he's the player that he didn't play a lot of LANs, like his first LAN since 3 years, so...
Yeah.
It's something difficult for him. But now I think the most interesting thing is on the stage 1, he has like a 0.9 rating. But when he go to stage 2, when there is MOUZ, Falcon, like top 10 teams, he put 120. Like so I think it's a very good things for him, like playing good against good opponent. And that's very good signs for us. Yeah, I think it's, for me, it's something I like as a leader.
You talked a bit about, you have a play style that you need to suit to your players.
Yes.
What kind of a player is he, play style wise?
He was playing star roles on his last game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on T side. He was sometimes taking map control, but when I have Xanteres and also Wikidia, I can't give him that role, So
fair enough.
In Turkey, I like since 7 years, since Space Soldiers, I like of lurker, like a player like Ropz, on T side, and I just needed a lot like a B plan, as a leader when I take map control and I have a guy on my other side to give me plan, bro, we can do that now, some voice. I want him to do that. That's why I'm talking with him, like you have to talk much, etc. So now his role on T side is more sometimes like lurking, but not always. But for now, it's just been like 2 months, so I'm not pretty sure. I'm just seeing. But he's a player who is really calm, with good mantle, and that's very important for us. It's helping a lot.
Also smart. He's choosing the smart way to play, like when he's in entry as well, like killing one, not going for second, trying to like waste some utilities to come back to people, and nobody told him to do it.
Yeah, if I'm killing one, I'm going for the second.
No,
Daniel as well.
me
Bro.
too,
If he's
yeah.
killing one, he's going for the second.
The repeats.
Yeah, we're a little bit. How do you say it? Like.
Hungry?
Corrupted.
Horny?
Corrupted. A little bit. Like this face it mentality maybe, or something this is. I had problems because like I played face it a little bit at the start of this year. Then I come into like practice or tournaments and whatever, and I noticed that like, okay, I have some bad habits a little bit coming from face it right now. But yeah, so you're not doing the Falcons thing, right? Where you put Xantares into lurk. And you put your young.
Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I put also Xantares like alone because I knew that people knew it will be on the group attack, so I just put in alone and just pop. Like I try sometimes to mix up some my own opponent country, but it's not always. It can be bad and good, you know. So
yeah,
try to mind games a lot. But
I was just thinking why I mentioned the Falcons thing because like
they lost a 2v5 to these guys.
Did they?
Yeah.
And 1v3 also.
We call that Monday around here. Just another Monday.
No, I just feel like, you know, like I was watching a game yesterday and I had a thought like like Falcons are popping short on this to like the NAVI smoke into like flash running out or whatever.
Yeah.
And NiKo is looking green box, and I'm just thinking like NiKo is wasting a little bit of
power
of the chances, of the like chances he can help the team.
Sure.
And I feel like, for example, if they had, like I don't know, Tessus, for example, in this position, and NiKo having to go like short, supporting, playing like trader.
For a trader, it will be better, way better than lurking, because the group attack, if they're not doing work, it will be useless. Like I think Ropz in phase was not so good that is in Vitality right now. The reason is in phase. It was lurking, like did lurk and B plan, but the group attack was not doing the same job that Vitality is doing right now. Vitality is doing an excellent job with Mathieu, with ZywOo, etc. So when you do jobs there, when there is straight kill and you have a good situation 3v3, that's where Ropz is the best on it. Like he just finished the round. But when it's hard, when you can't entry in eyesight, what he can do, lurking on the mid door, like, you know?
Yeah, it's also like he's playing B. Like when I first joined FURIA, since Casarato was taking space on this too, I was like, okay, let me try like B-Lurk or whatever. Bro, B-Lurk is so boring, bro. At least now I went long, so I can go like back a little bit, I can fake long, I can go peek long, I can do my stuff. B-Lurk is like, you come hold tunnels, you lurk smoke on timing, you go lower while your team is going short.
Yeah.
Or like, it's just like, I feel like it's, like in my opinion, it's just a waste of like for NiKo's potential in a way on that specific map. I don't know. I'm not really sure about other maps or whatever, but I just felt bad when watching that Falcons MOUZ game. That, but I don't know.
It's one of all time like great positions for a player that you can remember is him taking map control on Dust 2, right? And for the first time in his career, he's playing upper B.
Yeah.
Kind of.
But you have Kixan is an Ingame leader. He has to be in the group attack, and you have kyousuke. So there is also like a poker. Like he has Kixan has a problem with the player things, and he have to find a solution for that on his system.
No, yeah,
and
but
Zonic also, not only Kixan.
You feel that, yeah.
But at least put him in one of the fourth short players. Like so, like Kixan and kyousuke can run out, and he's gonna be the third guy coming in, like watching elbow. You know, coming up. The guy's gonna be at least something like this. Let it be a little bit more fun.
This is free advice for Falcons right now, guys.
Yeah, but that's why Vitality is so strong, you know, boys, because they have Ropz. His best role be like you say it's annoying. Yeah, but I think for Ropz it's not annoying. Like he love it, and there is Maisie on the other side. Flames take control, Apex. So they have in role the best player in role. You know, that's why I think last
that's
year
the thing.
it was the best.
Would you consider NiKo or Ropz? Like to play the same role, you know, like in my opinion, NiKo is a lot more proactive, and Ropz is happy to just watch at his crosshair. His team is doing something. He's watching at his crosshair
and finish the run. Yeah,
and then eventually, like he's gonna get a good timing because there's good trades or whatever. I don't know. If I would be in NiKo's position, holding tunnels, I would like each. I would be like, okay, short pop is happening. Okay, it's a 3v5. That would be like, okay, we're
trying to walk out B now.
Because it's a 3v5. The B anchor is just still there. He's holding you, and then you're like, either you have like a 30% chance that you're gonna win the duel, and you lose the duel, and then you just haven't played the round, bro.
And that's why sometimes in my system I play lurk on nuke. Like I give my slot to my star player. Maybe like if I'm Kixan, I have NiKo, maybe I say to NiKo, bro, just take mid control, take some space, I will watch B, and I will try to figure out, but as an in-game leader also it's complicated when you're not in group attack, but you have to do sacrifice for side players.
Voice. You need to have a second voice. If you're going and lurking somewhere or whatever, you need a guy who's going to coordinate how to take ramp, for example, or something like this.
That's not a bad solution to this particular problem. Put Kixan on B tunnel. I mean, NiKo took short control his whole life. He can take care of that, and he can say, "Hey, actually, let's do B split now."
I think we all know what's going to happen.
Yeah,
we all know what's going to happen. If it doesn't happen now, we all know in the future what's going to happen, guys. Who wants to say it?
I'm drinking water.
is it like the NiKo IGL conversation?
He's gonna have to in-game lead, isn't he?
Yeah, he will do it in the future for sure. I think. He has very young player, very talented young player near to him, like close to him. So
solves the problem, doesn't it? Yeah.
The thing is,
and you get one more star player in that case, which is just what they're missing, Chad. Just one more.
The thing is, I feel like Kixan is doing a good job on Falcons. That's the thing. Like he's saving them many rounds. I feel like the system is good, the calls are good. I just feel like the roles could be a little bit more adapted in terms of that. But maybe that's something that's gonna elevate them. They're always close.
Well, this is their worst placement since Cologne.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Just slow starts of the season,
Yeah.
They need a bit of time to get warmed up.
Yeah,
get those FACEIT habits, brush them off.
It's also thing about they played an event without kyousuke, so it kind of gives puts your momentum a little bit away because you played with another player, you maybe got a little bit used to it, then you're coming back to it, and then you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
And also for kyousuke, without him they go final, so he was thinking without me they do final, now I come here, we lose, maybe he can go on mine.
And he's a young man too, right? He only turned 18 just the other day, so it's a bit harder with the mental for the younger men. Where should we go with this, do you think, Janko? Where should we take this conversation? Because there's the group stage we can talk about. You guys had some mental games. You guys had some absolutely crazy games. Like the Fallen 1v5.
On Galil, on Banana.
Yeah.
It would have helped if somebody from Mongols was actually diffusing, but, they just tapped it.
We were rewatching the situation, and Techno started diffusing, realized he doesn't have kids.
It was like 9-10 and someone else had kids.
Yeah, 9-10 and somebody else had kids.
Yeah.
And then Techno started diffusing. They probably thought he's diffusing, it's fine, we can spam. And then he realized he doesn't have kids. So it was a little bit of stressful situation.
I also remember Fallen's stream from years ago where he's doing lessons and he's talking about Mirage and he's talking about his clutch and he was CT on T side bomb planted default. And they smoked him ticket. And he said, guys, lesson number 1. When you have numbers advantage, never smoke this, smoke the bomb.
Yesterday we had same situation against Astralis.
That was a close series too, wasn't it?
Yeah, someone smoked bomb. We played 3v2, one guy naps, and someone smoked a bomb and all on diffusing, and Fallen after round say, guys, who smoked bomb?
Yeah, because the problem...
So where do you smoke? So guys, where do you smoke?
The problem is we're retaking from CT on Mirage, right? And we haven't cleared Shadow, Default, or Ninja. And when you smoke default, the guy's just gonna come out with a knife into the smoke, and that's what happened. He knifed Fallen, or he killed him with a deagle or whatever.
That's why.
When you have advanced numbers, but when maybe you are on 5v5, smoking the bomb is not bad. But when you have 4v2, smoking the bomb may be disadvantage because you give space to the guys.
There's a lot of micro nuances in terms of that, because it's not only advantage or whatever, but it also depends where the bomb is planted. If it would be planted for short, then I understand. You have to smoke the bomb, otherwise you can get killed from ramp, from the connector, from jungle, from anywhere, right? The bomb is default. He can only kill it from Palace or Ninja, right? You clear Ninja, you watch Palace, you start defusing, no chance, right?
Second's decision, from player.
I think those type of rounds, and there's been a lot of them at this event. There's been so many eco victories that I've seen happen.
Yeah, we've lost ecos as well, and we won ecos as well.
That one where Mzinho with the deagle backside against you guys on Inferno,
1v2, right?
Yeah,
he double dinked with the one.
Yes,
that
was crazy.
9-8 round.
Oh, the thing is coming into the season we're a little bit. So we implemented a couple of changes to make our map a little bit stronger, and because of that we got a little bit abused on Mirage. Because of that we're losing a couple maps we shouldn't lose, because we're just losing a little bit of comfort, because we're doing changes for the future that we think that could elevate us as a team, and at the same time we're also coming in from a break, and
Don't get Yanko started. Hold up. You might activate his trap card.
kind of losing the momentum a little bit, you know. But everything kind of changed a little bit, in my opinion, after the Mongols game. So like we lost to Foot, and Foot shoot hard. Thank God Astralis won against them. Like if we played against Foot, I don't know what the fuck would happen. But yeah, these guys are good. But after we won the Mongols game, I feel like that was the game that gave us the confidence. Because after we lost against Paravision and Bounty, and we lost against Foot, and I felt like our confidence was at the all-time low because we changed roles where we don't really have a comfortable map yet or whatever. And then we're coming in to an event to Kraków, and we're losing to Foot opening game. And that's where. But we sat down, we found ourselves back, and. Yeah, the 1v5 from Fallen that maybe saved.
He won some big clutches in a couple of your games, right?
Bro,
Navi as well.
I'm telling you, every day, bro. I'm seeing a 1v4, 1v3. This time on 1v5, and it's a lot of the times it's Inferno or Overpass.
Yeah. Yeah, and you guys. So I'm casting the other game on the A stream, and then I flick over to the B stream game, and I was thinking about the veto. I was like, okay, Aurora versus Vitality. Okay, so we've seen Vitality float Ancient before. They did it against these guys in a grand final. They'll probably float it again, force Magi to ban it out, and then you were like, nah, fuck it. They're like, let's play Ancient.
Yeah, we play it. To be honest, like it's been like maybe 2 weeks we playing sometimes. Yeah, we try to do like what we can do on the map.
Yes,
and it was a good test yesterday. It was a good test against
lots
Vitality.
of rounds.
A lot of runs. And to be honest, we enjoy the map, but we also know that like FURIA, I think a lot of teams already have a lot of. I used to play Ancient, and we
for years.
So. Yeah, but it was enjoying to play.
All players played Ancient like before. So, I mean, yeah, for us it's easier because you guys didn't play. Like you played, I think you played
with
Ancient
NAVI
at the very start.
Yeah, against NAVI also we did the same. NAVI didn't ban, and we played NAVI in ESL Pro League when we lost the final in ESL Pro League at Malta.
I remember we were first time you guys didn't ban Ancient, and we didn't pick it first time.
Yeah.
Then second time, okay, if these motherfuckers don't ban Ancient,
we're gonna pick
and you ban
maybe
Ancient.
tomorrow we play Ocean. So
it was
like
in
tomorrow,
Malta. You guys banned Ancient, and I'm like,
why they ban Ancient?
We were in such a mood to play Ancient, bro. But
in 2 days, are you in the mood to play Ancient?
we're not. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're in the mood to play Anubis. So
You just said they don't have a map pool, so they'll play anything.
yeah, well, at this point, we're gonna play anything, bro. The Big Back Vertigo, we're gonna play.
Oh, dude. But that was such a long game.
Yeah, actually, please don't.
Yeah.
You guys played. ZywOo dropped like 50 something kills. It was crazy rounds. I'm watching them back on all the highlights. Does it feel when you're playing it because it's the seeding match, right? Is it just more fun to play a game like that? It feels less stress, or you're still stressed out in the moment?
IGL always stressed.
I will let him stalk a little.
The game started with less pressure. Also, like as you said, we don't. It's like not like a do or die game, but it's like, of course, a qualification game for the like quarter or semi. So it's important for us. But when he started to just pops to heads, like killing 3, killing 4, holding him, punishing me and stuff, I just start, man, something is happening now in the game and I cannot catch it, you know, like, and he just left and right, and he just punishing either my players, either me. So I said, like, I need to do something. I'm doing something. I'm dying again. Like, I couldn't even feel anything in Ancient, and it was too long game. And I was like, it started, it's ended very long, but I felt like it's so quick. You know, like we instantly. I don't know how to explain. This game was like the Ancient map was my first time that I felt he's like pressing above my head. You know, like with his leg. This was the first time on my career.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I never felt a game like this.
I was going to say, because players, I'm sure everyone at the table has felt they've played a game before and you're just not in it. Like every timing you take, it's the wrong timing.
Yeah.
I had it yesterday, bro.
Yeah, those games are horrible games.
Yeah.
That's like, what do I do? You know, you feel out of it.
Yes, we have a word for that in Turkish. Like, so when we have another game, we say something, and like YEKINDAR had the same things 2 days ago. Like YEKINDAR said, like he's dying, the smoke pop. NiKo just one shot him from banana to car. Like he's always dying in wrong situation, and it can happen. And I think when you have when you add this situation, I think you have to help your
Yeah, help
team
your
in other
team.
way, you know,
Like
communication,
communication-wise,
like maybe.
utility-wise.
Scream even after
Scream.
even after
Yeah,
a
yeah.
round.
That's
If you're
why
fucking
I'm
screaming,
saying to
bro,
Wicked,
people see that it doesn't bother you, you know. If you're
Yeah, yeah,
screaming
yeah.
after a win round, you know, like people see, okay, like maybe they see your score and they're like you're 3-14 and they're like, oh fuck, how do I help him? How do I help him? And then you win a round and you're full screaming and they're like, okay, I don't need it. I don't need to help him. He's fine.
Was that something you guys were sort of working on in the off season? Because you could see that in your games against Falcons, especially because it was back and forth and close game and crazy rounds. But MOUZ too, you know, there wasn't really frustration coming through when you would lose stupid rounds. Like it felt like you were really cheering each other on. Your mental was stronger. Your head was in the game, and you know you managed to beat like two really good teams back to back.
Yeah, like if you take the example yesterday against Vitality and Ancient, we lost, but we're smiling. Like we can just smiling. I'm smiling. I think it's important, you know, to take also fun when you play. I think last season we are frustrating a lot, and that's not helping in the whole season. And this year we just talk before the season start, like guys, just have fun, do your best, and we need to be better mentally, because I think this game is like 70% mentally and 30% skill.
Sometimes we were missing the like fun moments inside of the game. Even if we are winning, if we are losing, doesn't matter. Like in the previous season, we were not enjoying kinda to win or lose. Like we need to be enjoying all the time. Like I mean, of course, you need to be like play full serious, but sometimes should be like relax and just give our head like fully focus on the game, whatever happens in the previous round or like previous map, doesn't matter. So I think we are just figuring out it like much better in new season.
That's why I think it's important to have like a person that can crack a joke during game, you know, like during intense moment, like their overtimes on Ancient. Like if somebody says like, bro, this game is fucking insane, huh? Like insane overtimes or whatever. Like
don't come in and say I don't like this game.
Yeah, right. I always like what I heard, right, is that Donk said it like the round before or something like this.
Yeah,
like
they sort of set it up,
mix it up, or whatever, which I don't like. But,
no, it needs to be played in context.
Yeah, but I like Magic. I'm always looking at Magic, but the guy's smiling, the guy's cracking jokes, you know, like when you have a guy like that in a team who can like kind of even out the mood a little bit, then I feel like that's very important.
It's tough when it falls on like one player though, because I get you need someone who's a bit more lighthearted, but to expect that person to do it all the time, right? Unless you're of that temperament, I think that's pretty difficult, right? To get one person to constantly. Same with the guy who's getting hyped up. Some days the guy who's the hype guy ain't feeling the hype, right? And that's where you need your other teammates. Are you cracking jokes?
No, this matters.
You're cracking jokes.
No, I'm tilting most of the time.
Okay, it's impossible for you to tilt. You're in the screen. You don't even know when you're dead half the time.
It depends on a lot of things. I feel like I'm able. I don't know how to explain, but like in group stage matches or something like this, or I usually allow myself to tilt a little bit more, or to be a little bit more like serious or whatever. When we reach playoffs, quarters, semis, grand finals or whatever, I understand that like my tilt is not gonna do shit. So I'm kind of throwing that thing away, and at that point I'm trying to be the best version of myself. Group stage, especially matches. No, if we're gonna lose. If we're gonna lose, we're gonna go to a lower bracket. You know, it's not the end of the world or whatever. I feel like my mind mentally understands that, like, okay, I can allow myself a little bit more, especially if my teammates are not listening.
Are you a tilter?
My teammate not listening, watching.
Side eye.
What you're not listening to? Is it the calls? I heard you need particular communication.
No, it's not. It's not about that. Sometimes when you know
I'm not listening about maybe repeating.
This is not the worst case. It's okay. You're 20 years old. It's fine. But
and he wins a lot of rounds too.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So I understand that. But sometimes we prepare a round for a specific team, and we talk about it the day before, and we talk about it before the match, and then suddenly 4 players in my team forget their roles.
Well, they just
Bro, I have the same issue. Same issue. Like I'm just showing a pistol round on tier with 2 hours, and when we go on the official, like there is failing, like, and it's not.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. Like,
and then people are like, "Oh, why are you tilted, bro?"
Me the same.
Yeah, right.
You know how long it took me to find this round, like to come up with this? You can't remember your job?
No, that's fair enough.
No, but I think Daniel's doing great. I feel like for him right now, the unlucky part, he's super sick now. He has like the flu, so you guys don't get sick.
Oh, thank you.
I'm sorry for the late notice, but
no, that's all right.
it's just,
I play all stage with temperature, and it's hard to play. But I have 2 days for chill, and 2 days for rest is good for me.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I asked the last group, I was like, what's the sickest you've ever been like while playing? Because we had Hunter, he was obviously sick in Chengdu, you can play, Saw had to play. But yeah,
bro, you've seen me sick many times.
Yeah.
I think I used to get sick a lot. Now I'm better a lot, but the Budapest major for me was very bad, like especially group stage and whatever. I feel like one of the reasons as well why like when we played third map against NAVI train, I just felt so exhausted at that point because I feel like I didn't have energy. Like I got so exhausted in the group stage because I was sick and I was like playing and whatever, and that it just piles up, and because of the stress during like quarterfinals against NAVI, like train, I trolled hard. I was missing nades, I was like not realizing what's happening or whatever. So sometimes like you cannot control it, and you just need to understand that like you have to be doing the best things that you can do for your body, gym, vitamins, whatever.
Food,
but like not going outside in a t-shirt or whatever. Sleep's
the hardest.
Sleep is the big one.
The older I get, sleep is harder.
Yeah. Sleep is probably the most important thing because as soon as you don't get enough sleep, your immune system drops, and then everything goes to shit.
Yeah. Get a kid, Chad. You'll sleep like a baby when you go to.
Right, that I know. We saw Emma was so unwell that he TKs Alexi. That's how. Did you see
Anubis,
that on Anubis, right?
Yeah, it was funny. He's like shooting Alexi, and then he's like.
Yeah, like he catches himself like, yeah, but that's the thing, right? He's unwell. The focus isn't there where it needs to be. Have you guys ever been like really sick in an event and just had to play through it, or been unable to play?
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I'm coughing like since 3 months also. It's not. I have some difficult to breathe. Like I don't know, since 3 months.
Just giving like the tactic, and you just between it.
and I go to hospital like 2 days ago.
Yeah, he was in hospital.
And I take some hair also. I have a Ventolin.
Okay.
I don't know what I have exactly, but I think my body with age maybe
just
now.
Stress.
it's not stress, I don't feel stress, but I feel like with last year my body was not used with this T1 circuit.
The circuit, the traveling.
Yeah, but this shit sucks, bro. Like we're having too much events. Like
I agree.
Just skip a few more.
No, but actually, like I understand, like team, like community is like, why is this team skipping this event? Why is this team skipping, bro? Because it's impossible. Like if you're a team that qualifies for playoffs, plays like semifinals, finals, or whatever, you legit go event to event to event to event to event.
Like example, you're going to Cluj, no, right?
Yeah.
So like when
It's
we finish
4 days,
here, like you go home for 2 days, 3 days, and you just go to Cluj again. But it's okay. It's part of our job, and I think a lot of people want to be in our place, know.
Yeah.
But
true, it is. But you remember our previous year? We were like around 80 days or something at home. In total,
like everyone, I think in
everyone
the top 10,
like,
even
I'm talking
guys,
about
I think you also, like, not players, also also everyone who's working in the esport in high competition. So it's not easy, but it's also part of our job. And when you talk about this, you get also flame on Twitter.
That's the thing. People as well don't, like, for example, because you don't have like these spare days to like actually like boot camp for a week or like practice online for a week or whatever. People who are responsible for like playbook or whatever, like setting up new things, because like you've showed many things on the map, you understand, okay, people are going to be ready for your new things or whatever, you have to create something new or whatever, you're doing extra. It's great to be a player like Ropz, for example. I don't know how much he's doing, honestly.
No, I talk with Apex. I talk with Dan. He's bringing a lot, bro.
Yeah, okay.
He's bringing a lot.
Ropz is a bad example.
Ropz is a bad example.
Some player that just does his job like a soldier, you know? Like it's great to be that player. You're just a soldier. You come in. Oh, there's new material from your IGL or whatever. Oh, I go to sleep. Like bro, great, amazing life. But you know what's funny about that? Like the sickness or whatever. Blast Bounty we were playing, and the first game we played on the stage, it was very hot, and especially I'm sitting so close to the monitor, it's like the heat is radiating, and I'm going window on Mirage, and they smoke top mid, and it's a late window smoke coming in, and they bounce a flash, and I get full blind, and I was about to like break the left side window, like break, I got full bind. I'm breaking the smoke because I'm expecting the window smoke. The window smoke is not there. I did an HE for -50 for myself, and then I'm running away from window. I'm like thinking, okay, what the fuck is happening? There's no window smoke. Like, you know, like it's a combination of events where at that point I was realized, okay, I'm not in the game right now. like that was awful.
It's gonna happen, isn't it? Returning to a point we were talking about before with the ancient game with you guys. Do you think a part of why Vitality let it through again is so they didn't have to show their new Anubis? Because you were talking about how the meta's not set yet. You think it's a bonus for them to have not played Anubis and it might come in the playoffs and no one knows what they're going to do with their approach?
I think maybe they haven't.
I think they didn't practice because in Blast they played the old version and we had a practice a scrim against them after on the Blast tournament, and they said because I'm like French, I am a good relation. He said to me like, bro, let's not play Anubis, change the map. I think they didn't prepare yet the new Anubis with the hole, so
because there was legit no time because like we came from so there was like two days after Bounty
straight here.
Straight to here, and then you're playing already group stage and whatever. And there's like, unless you use those 2 days to do something on Anubis without any material, because at that point like there was no like teams playing that map right yet, and it's just hard because we only practice Anubis for like the last like group stage days that we played here. And like we didn't have a chance to practice it before. And for example, like we cannot be on the same level, for example, as 3D Max, you know, like who have much new things. It's now easier, of course, because you see there's many teams to watch who already played the map, and you can kind of create what you want.
I don't think Vitality is fooling anyone with this ancient.
No, well they're not going to.
Like you guys both play them now, you know. Like if we're in a playoffs tomorrow and in the semifinal,
they will ban it for sure.
Yeah, I don't think they'll play it against either of these teams.
Yeah, it'd be surprising to see it in again, especially in that type of game.
It's just a B simulator. Like honestly, like we've played the game against them and it was a B simulator. You guys played a game against them, it's a B simulator. As I was walking up banana, killing 1, killing 2, killing cave.
It's playing like FACEIT, bro.
Yeah. But that's just how the map
intelligent
is.
FACEIT, like
honestly,
smart FACEIT.
That's just how the map is, because it's like I didn't like Ancient that much before. So I played the map a lot, but it's all about the opening on mid. Are you like crunching from heaven, or are you taking mid control, or you're not taking mid control? And then eventually, especially like Spirit, for example, they were a team always that like unless they A execute, 80% of the times they're gonna go B. At some point of the round, they're gonna throw smoke plus Molotov. They're gonna go 3K, for example, or like smoke, and they're gonna plant the bomb and push. Like it's a little bit similar to Anubis in that sense. In my opinion.
Not an Ancient fan.
Honestly, I'm more an Ancient fan than Vertigo fan. So
okay,
Vertigo is the worst map for me.
Well, that's I think
you guys liked Vertigo. I remember.
Yeah.
You guys liked Vertigo.
Wacardia was so good at running up that ramp, and you throwing flashes
so
for
easy,
him.
like major. Just
do one
stay
flash.
Flash on T-spawn. Just flash for me. I will go and kill one.
Yeah. That was sick to watch.
No tactic.
Well, you know, the light tactic. Okay. I don't know how much longer we have in the slot. What did we start at? 11:50? 10 minutes. Okay. Is there anything we want to hit in the next 10 minutes?
Maybe talk a little bit about the quarterfinal.
Well, yeah, but they're playing each other.
Yeah.
What are they going to say?
I don't know. Ask them.
What do you expect? Are we playing Ancient?
I would love, like, I enjoyed yesterday night, and we have 2 days, we can work on it.
Wait, so if you both agree, you can both prepare, and then it might, be an exciting game.
Actually be a better game.
Yeah.
A better game, yeah.
What do you want the veto to be?
You need to, I'll give you my phone to call Fallen.
Well, for me, best case scenario, you guys pick Overpass, and we pick... What do we pick?
Anubis?
Inferno?
Maybe? No?
No, but honestly, it's all going to be dependent of the mind games in terms of like the Ancient pick or whatever. Like there's a chance we're going to ban Anubis. We're not because maybe we don't want to play their Anubis. Or for example, if we practiced Ancient. If we didn't practice Ancient, then we're going to ban Ancient, then we're going to play Anubis.
So the mind games are starting now.
Yeah, mind games started now.
So maybe if
Mulder's going to start sweating and he's already sick.
If they don't ban Ancient, maybe I will not pick Ancient this time. I don't know. Like maybe
flows through second
depends.
phase.
Maybe we're going to leave Ancient open and then they're going to think like, okay, like do we want to play Ancient or do we not want to play Ancient?
When's the last time you guys played against each other?
Malta? Maybe?
I don't remember. Bro. I don't have a good memory about that.
Pro League?
Malta.
No, Thunder Pick, I think.
Thunder Pick.
That's right.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Semi,
Thunder Pick,
semi,
yeah.
semi.
Thunder Pick?
Yeah.
Semis.
That wasn't that long ago. It was back in
You
October.
guys won, huh?
Yeah.
You guys won.
And then they played Navi and reverse swept him in the final.
Yeah. That was also an event where Daniel was sick, I was sick.
It's so cold this event. So cold.
Oh, yeah, inside it was.
Yeah,
It was like
very
a
cold
tent,
in the
right?
thing,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
No, but the thing is, against them, it's not easy to play. Always.
Why?
I don't know. Like
They hard in shoot.
Yeah,
Very hard.
In my opinion, you guys have a
Sometimes.
very specific style. Like not. There's no teams that play like this. Like you have this like 1+4 pack thing that, for example, Overpass, you're going one guy towards A, and you guys go 4 towards short. And Tyrus is taking short eventually, and you guys are hitting B eventually. Or this or an Inferno, Major is playing banana, and then you guys are going 4 towards A. And the thing is, even if I take banana as a CT, if my A players cannot hold against my 3 A players are not going to be able to hold against their pack coming A, then because they shoot hard, exactly what Daniel is explaining. It's not that's why it's very specific. But I think we've played 2 or 3 times already at this point, and we kind of know each other, so I feel like we need to change a little bit as well. Maybe not play. We would not play the same way how we used to play, you know.
Oh, I think your style also. I like your style. Like I think playing your style, I can't do it with my teams.
Yeah.
So like your overpass T side, I think I really enjoy it. Like watching. I think they take map control everywhere. He's doing his shit on A, like faking something.
Yeah.
Keserato is on B, like Ropz. Like he's just waiting a B plan. Like they faking A, Keserato calling back them on B. Like they have plan everywhere on the map. But why I try to do that, like kills, kills, and it's not the same things in my team. So that's why sometimes I like to play packed, because when we try to play more IQCS, it's not working, I feel, like since 1 year. But I also understand that we have to do that, because you can't always play.
I can't always go back.
You can always go back because it's so obvious. So it's difficult, you know, and you have to find the balance between the style. And
do you feel the matchup will be any different because of the fact it's going to be played on stage in front of the crowd?
Obviously, if I say no, I would lie to you, bro. Like I think on stage and on studio is different. I think as a player, everyone is different.
Yeah.
Sometimes player enjoy being on scene, playing way better, enjoy the stress, embrace this stress, you know, and sometimes not. Sometimes it's a big pressure for a young player, extra or inexperienced player. So it's depends.
So
it's not.
You don't know what's going to happen.
I don't know really.
Don't
The shaking on the
to be honest,
of the stage.
It's
Well,
the
if
first
he's playing
tournament.
better against stronger teams, then it's a good sign already.
But it's just a scary. It's like, what is?
Is it like a big arena?
Toron's twice as big as Bodok.
But it's not choking, you know. I think choking is very important in Counter-Strike, you know. And what I see from him is not the kind of player who will choke. So I believe he will play good, hopefully.
Bro, you're saying good thing, but just imagine he's 1v3 and he just kills 2 and he hears, I don't know, 25,000 people just standing up. Kind of thing, and how is it gonna be happen?
I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, bro, but I believe him. You know, I believe him. Of course, his first tournament, first on arena stage, but just experience, bro.
I mean, the most important thing is like accepting that you're nervous. Like I'm nervous all the fucking time. Like every time.
Everyone is nervous.
Every time I'm walking into arena, like I have like butterflies in my stomach, you know. And until I sit down and like first couple rounds, I'm gonna be nervous. I know myself. Like I accept that I'm nervous, I'm fine with that, and I know that like first couple rounds are gonna go by, I'm gonna be full in the game, and I don't care anymore at that point. And it's just how it is. Like everybody's gonna be nervous, and but that's why, in the end, arena CS. Why is it so beautiful? Because all the great individual plays come from the arenas.
Yeah.
Because that's where like the nervousness goes into the flow or whatever. Like the Falcons new game I had on Blast. I don't remember shit I was doing, honestly. like if you would ask me after the game what were the rounds or what was I doing, I don't remember shit. It was just so automatic. Like what was happening, and it's like when you get to that state, that's like that's what you want to accomplish, or like that's the beauty of it. But you cannot get to this state unless you accept yourself.
Yep,
And
exactly.
that's how it is.
I guess it's a fine line as well between being nervous or like you could even just frame it as excitement, right? Because that's you know, it just depends on the framing that you put on it. Do you get nervous?
For me, no.
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 Well, you don't play like you get nervous. We know there was one tournament you had last year.
Maybe in first tournament in PGL Astana, I have nervous so much because it's my first tournament.
Yeah, the whole arena mode.
That's why maybe we won there.
Yeah, but I think after I don't have so many nervous in all tournament.
Okay.
This first tournament is most important for me about nervous.
Yeah, nice.
Also,
Okay.
it's because in Kazakhstan, in his country.
In his country, hometown. Yeah.
All right, gentlemen, we got to wrap this up. Do you have any questions or anything you'd like to say to Furia?
No, it was good. Pleasure to be with you guys.
Pleasure as well.
Yeah.
No, everyone happy?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, Vox, you remember us partying in London in 2000? What was it? 17?
Yeah.
Like I'm just thinking like I'm 26 years old. You know, like I've been
It's over for you, man. Like with me, Chad, and Major sitting here, like at 26. Rough time.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck in the playoffs, and we'll see you guys in a couple of days. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Okay, good.
We're just going to have to be a bit intimate for a little while, all right? So,
You can.
yeah, you don't have to be close the whole time, but just when you talk, just make sure it's into the microphone. Everyone's good. Everyone's happy.
Okay.
We are very close, though. So everyone's knees are touching. It's like we're on a packed subway train right now. As soon as they say we're ready, and we'll go, and we'll talk. Maybe we'll talk. Boris, what mood are you in today, mate? Sleepy mood. Okay. Oh, dear. You got any good questions, Harry?
I don't know.
All right, great.
I feel a bit like Boris, bro. I feel sleepy too.
Fair enough.
Man.
Well, what were you guys doing? You both doing something? Or?
Yeah, man. We were out at the club.
You and Boris out the club in Kraków.
Yeah, it was good. The shisha bar over the road.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Harry, I can feel you're a bit anxious.
No, I always do. This.
Okay, well, I'll put up with that for 15
It's gonna annoy
minutes.
you for the entire time.
Fuck, they're talking about secret things.
Yeah, bro. What's going on?
What's the secret?
He's gonna whisper.
Nah. No whispering.
Russian podcast.
Russian podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, so we brought a translator. So we couldn't get Heku, we got Heavy God.
It's better.
Dear. All right, we happy? They're happy. Are we happy?
Happy? Yes.
You happy?
Whatever, bro.
All right. All right, remember, we'll talk to the mics and we'll go, all right. Yeah, I didn't really know what we were going to start with. It feels like quite a mature podcast, right? We've got Hunter here, the gentleman himself. We've got Zontix, the stoic. We've got Heavy God. I've never really spoken to you, but I've seen you in interviews, and I'm like, this guy's got a pretty level head. And then we got Boris, who's a bit of a troll, but we need that. We need that in life. We need a guy bringing the good time. So we got you out of bed, did we?
It's fine.
It's fine?
Yeah.
What were you doing late last night?
TikTok grind
Oh, okay. Do you have your own room or are you sharing with someone?
with Donk.
You and Donk. Okay. Who are you sharing with, Zontix?
Tanir.
Tanir.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So then that Shiro has his own room or is he with the coach? You don't know?
His own.
Shiro gets his own room.
Oh, yo.
How does that work?
Kind of big.
Deserved.
Deserved. Okay. So is it like, every event someone else gets their own room or is it Shiro every time? Is it in the contract he demands it?
No comments.
No comments. All right, we don't want to start any dissent with the teammates. Well, that's all right. He's already stonewalling us, Harry. We got to work hard. We got to work because we had Zontis. You joined us last time in Cologne, and I think we started going toward. We think it started a little bit late. Maybe the MOUZ guys were late, but we got going. And you were saying that doing the long form stuff, the podcast, you prefer this as like a traditional interview.
Yeah, but not often.
Not often. So is this too often? It's like 6 months ago we did one of these and we're doing it again. Is that too soon?
Considering I wasn't playing for 4 months, yes.
Okay. So he's on the side. But you also weren't playing for 4 months. Now you're back, so we got you.
Yeah, I understand that, but I hope I will not hear the same questions I already heard 7 times last week.
Okay.
Pressure.
What are they if you remember them so well?
You know them.
I don't think I asked them to you, though. We haven't spoken. Me?
No, not you.
I was going to say, we haven't spoken.
Yeah.
Who asked?
Well, probably in the lobby, the post-game interviews and all that type of stuff. So we need to be creative with the questions.
Like every interview I go, I just hear the same questions because like I wasn't playing. Like, what were you doing? What do you think about a new AGL? And I hear it 7 times, like 10 times, in the same even pattern, I would say.
Okay, so the same order, the same questions. So Harry,
I'm remembering the ones that he just said that are off limits, and I won't ask them.
All right, good.
I promise I won't ask.
All right, we won't ask them. Is that good? All right, we'll see how creative we can get. So, gentlemen, on this side of the table, we've got Heavy God I'm joking to say help with the translations, but maybe you can. Is there anything in Russian you can say that maybe will get him smiling? Actually, Boris is smiling. Boris looks like he wants to kill me a little bit right now.
He's a good guy.
I need to ask a question yesterday. So there was Anubis. I know you said we're not talking about the Game Hunter, but we have to. So you're playing Brokey or Bricks on A, and you're jiggling, and you're lurking A main. And he gets across to Fountain, and...
With MP7.
Yes. And you're hidden at Fountain. And then you walk A main... not aware that he could be Fountain, but I swear you spotted him.
I didn't.
You didn't see him?
No.
But you saw him, right?
No, I didn't.
What?
It's always from spectator view, you can see better. And like, I saw his leg going right side. I didn't see him going left.
Oh, but you did spot him main?
Yeah, I saw him, but I saw him going right side, not left.
Okay. Because when I saw that happen, I was like, how is Hunter not aware that this is even a possibility? Because as soon as you saw him, you stopped peeking, and you threw a flash or something. Then you started creeping. That round, I was like, what just happened here?
The moment I did a tiny bit strafe, he passed. So it's like mini pixel for him, mini pixel for me. He got the timing.
Info. He said that one is searching A main, but he thought that he left. He didn't commit to Fountain.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you didn't see Heavy God. So you just kept going. And then chill it. Okay. And then everyone was coming back to execute.
Like always when you do these sneaky moves, you can expect that someone saw you. But most likely it wasn't the case. But here... I didn't saw anyone. I think I thought like there's no chance anyone knows about me, and as soon as my team was rotated, we'll just win the round.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because with X-Ray, it's always happening in the moment as well, so you're seeing things a little bit differently. But you guys had Anubis, then Overpass. That's like the biggest Overpass win for you guys, because before that you only had wins over Ents and Rooster. Yeah, so that's kind of nice. But can I ask a question? Because between map 1 and 2, I'm speculating that the conversation with the coach, because I saw can be harsh but fair, is how I criticize, like not criticize, but categorize Saw. I imagine when you guys went outside between, he's like, hey boys, like, can we actually play some Counter-Strike? Because it looked like pretty slow and scared on Anubis. I know he said you wanted to control the tempo, but then you guys came out pretty aggressive on Overpass. Like, MALBs is pushing Fountain, taking a lot of fights, finding a lot of opening jewels. Can you share what Saw's sentiment was in between maps?
I mean, on Anubis on T side, we played bad. We didn't take duels. We were like not playing as we should play and as we wanted to play. We didn't take properly duels. We were kind of hiding and trying to go for check, jiggling a lot, not swinging. And of course, if you play against the good players, they will punish it. What they did, especially Donk, he killed me a couple times, really, really good. So yeah, we didn't play good on T side. On CT side, it was good. We just lost like 2 out of 3 rounds half buys, including that one that we already discussed. And overall, we played decent on CT side, and that was good before going to Overpass. Yeah, and Overpass, we expected them to pick Overpass, and we prepared really well for them because they won us on practice like 3 weeks ago, really hard. They demolished us on Overpass, and we made a good plan, I would say, yesterday, and that's why we didn't want to give them space overall, because they are really good when they have space on T side for executes, and that's what we did. And especially Malbs, props to him, what he was doing in underground, not giving space to Tnir and Donk to play their game. And yeah, So made a good plan overall on our city side, and Malbs was hitting hard, and that's the main reason why we played good Overpass.
Us two was really fun to watch. Like, you guys were in control up until the final couple of rounds, then you guys get on top of the money, then somehow you win that MP9 clutch. Because I think as you and Donk run into A, you both drop those defensive smokes, and then you're stuck at what we call Gandalf. Donk's on the opposite side. You wait in Goose. You had a couple of really like crazy clutch moments as well. That one on Anubis against Tanier in the 1v4. Some bias took the headset off. He thought the round was over, mate. He thought it was done. That was wild.
Yeah, I mean, obviously clutch situations are always different, yeah. And sometimes it's better to look against who you play. That's how I see it.
Okay.
And that's like, you just need to be smart always, and always in clutch situations you try to overthink the enemy. You try to think, oh, well, what he's gonna do, what am I gonna do, you know, and then like you play ping pong with the enemy head and brain. But yeah, I mean, it was close clutch. I won it in the end somehow. I don't know how, but yeah.
So with that, it's like, okay, this is a type of player who's going to peak, or this is a type of player who, if I tap the defuse, you know, he's going to wait, like he's not going to, So you categorize players like that in your head when, okay, how does Zontix play clutches against you?
This Tech9 clutch on that.
This Tech9 clutch, yeah. I mean, I expected something different. But
yeah, it was crazy. The fact that you went into city spawn and planned for sure.
He full gamble it.
Yeah.
It worked for him.
Oh, what did you think? Well, yeah, because you had the AWP, right? And the Tech9. So you've gone into spawn, you planned it for short. And the only way you win that, you can take the fight is you going up the ramp, but he could sit the defuse?
Okay, so only thing I can say about that is that I knew he will not defuse.
Okay. Is that because it's heavy god that you were up against?
No, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay, so that he wouldn't stick it, that he's going to search. Okay. You don't want to give away too much, keeping the cards close to your chest in the way the player clutches.
Yeah, but anyways, most of the people will think that if you 100% sure that someone is going to fake, then it's pretty much gamble. But in my opinion, it's not the case.
Okay.
I think there is a lot of situations when you can be almost totally sure that someone will fake in the clutch.
Okay, that's interesting. So, you know, it's hard to go into too much like clutch theory, especially when you have players that you play against at the table talking about it as well. You don't want to give away too many of your techniques and stuff. Harry, you got anything over there?
Dude, I wanted to know from the NAVI game that you guys played. I loved well, first, you guys were both kind of the heroes of that series in your own right. I know Donk was good map 1, but Magix, that round where you're running down short, you're like reacting.
Oh, the triple kill?
Yeah, you're reacting as you're doing it, man. Like that was a mind-blowing round. Were you going for the big play, the big clip? It was already sick, but you dropped CT, you're celebrating, like that was insane. Firstly, just kind of in that NAVI match, there was the crazy recovery from you, Zontix, bro. I think you were 2 and 17 in regulation, yeah. And then overtime you get a triple kill, a double kill, and another. I don't remember if it was a triple or a double, but you were crazy. How do you just brush off, being quiet all half to then, dude, on Dust 2 you were 20 and 5, I think.
That was a huge performance.
Yeah. I know like people know you as like a stoic guy, right? You're able to kind of stay dialed in, but dude, 2 and 17 is pretty rough. You're not feeling great at that point.
I think also, Zonti, you need to keep in mind this is coming from 2 guys who aren't anywhere near as emotionally level-headed as you. So to see a player like so calm, it's an anomaly to most people because most people aren't like that.
Okay, it'll sound far-fetched, but the kind of new round has probably almost zero connection to the previous one. So if you play bad for like 20 rounds, it does not necessarily mean you will play bad later on. That's pretty much it.
Okay, so you're not taking the baggage in from rounds, but see, most people get frustrated. You see it with Donk as well. He went like 0 and 7 yesterday on Overpass, and then the way that Donk lets out his frustrations is just running in and trying to kill people, right? So like for you, it doesn't feel that way. You keep everything. You're always playing the same, and if it doesn't go your way, it doesn't go your way. But you mentioned the thing with Boris. That round, and how you turn around to Hallie, as in like, did you see that, boss? And he's going like, he's trying to. Why is he not letting you celebrate? That was nuts.
There was nothing to celebrate. If it's a tricky, it's not something cool.
I don't know. You thought it was pretty cool in the moment.
Yeah, it happened pretty quickly, so that looked kind of cool, clean, fast, whatever. But that was some Freiburg reference.
Freiburg reference.
From when he played Hellraisers, and I dropped down CT, and I couldn't hit a shot. I mean, if I killed the forest guy, it would have been a highlight, but
only 3.
Yeah,
I do kind of like that mindset.
Yeah, fair.
3 isn't a highlight.
3 is not
like,
enough. It
it
needs to
was-
be 4.
Oh, dude.
What about so after you guys win map 1? This is a reference. Maybe you guys didn't even see it because Hallie wasn't talking directly to you guys. But after Tanir wins the clutch on Anubis and you guys win the map, he goes straight up to Tanir and he's talking what we presume is aggressively, but we don't actually know, right? We don't know Hallie's temperament. When Hallie comes to you guys post game and he's looking a bit serious and he's looking at you and he's doing like this, is it him giving you like a dress down? Is he angry about something, or is he actually geeing you up? Is he like excited about it? Because Tanir had 2 clutches or clutch attempts to close the game. Like is Hallie angry? Is he what type of a
Like it's kind of different, but in this case exactly, he was talking about city side because there was kind of wrong stuff going on the city side, so it wasn't quite playing the way we wanted, but we haven't really prepared this map, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay, so it was unrelated.
It's, just emotional.
Who, Hallie?
Especially live inside the game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Speaking of emotions, you guys played against Foot, and those kids were yelling a lot. So you guys started yelling back a lot. Do you? Well, I guess for like, have you got you and say MATYS a little bit newer to this space, but still have been doing this longer than the Foot guys. But like Hunter, Sampaius, right, you guys are more vets. These kids are yelling at you. What are you thinking? Like, are you going, oh, fuck these guys? What's in your head?
I don't care about it, to be honest. Since I started playing, I never cared if people are screaming. I never look at the opponent team almost. Maybe during halftime, especially if you are leading, just to see their faces, it feels good. But overall, I'm not focused on that. Especially now that I'm IGL, I cannot be focused on that. I need to be focused on other stuff, and yeah, I don't care too much. But for me, it's funny. After when I rewatch the game, it's just funny, nothing more than that. There is no bad pressure or something like that. It can just be positive for me, let's say it that way.
Okay, well, they were yelling your name at one point. Like, they're like, Nikita! I'm like, whoa, man, these guys, like they're trying to intimidate, right? They're trying to G themselves up. But what do you think as that's going on?
I mean, I like it. I know them all from FACEIT, yeah, obviously, because I play against them every day almost. They're kids. They have a lot of hunger. They want to succeed. And they put all the emotions, especially the guy who stood up and screamed to me. Like he's pointing to me and screaming to me. I like it. For me, it's good.
Who was that?
Jugs. It was Jugs. I mean, for me, it's fun. I like this kind of aggressive way. It's not aggressive, but it's funny way for me.
Sure.
And I think it's adding to the game, to the environment. Also, people who are watching people like trash talk, people like screaming, people like to watch a bit more like excitement, and I also like it. Like for me, it's good. I can also scream back. I can also be in a bit of animal, I call it. I can return.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, I think it's different for everybody, right? Like Apex loves the trash talk, and Carrigan, has something to say, whereas these guys over there are pretty quiet. But we sometimes get some listens-ins, and they're like, we don't understand it all, but you can definitely tell they're talking shit about the opponent, right? Like that's just the way it goes. Like you hear some of the comments and stuff, and it can be good fun. You see the one from Jimmy yesterday?
Which one?
So they're playing against FaZe, and he's calling Brokey shit essentially. Like, he's calling him so bad. So sorry, Harry, I got in your way there.
I was gonna say it's funny to me because I feel like Donk for you guys is always looking like at the opponents.
He's always looking over.
Dude, he barely looks at his screen. He is just like kind of the whole time,
even
like doesn't break eye contact. Yeah. Is that like an intimidation thing? You know why Donk's doing that?
I mean, if you win the eye contact, you win the game.
Oh. Okay.
It basically works like this because the pressure is applied.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in Counter-Strike and in Love, eye contact is it's a big one, Harry. It's a big one. It's a big one. Zontix, I was looking at some of your old HLTV forum posts today. You haven't been posting in a while. What's going on, mate? I saw you had some posts back in the day. There's a couple of iconic ones.
I don't even remember when I was logged in my account last time. Probably 4 years ago.
I came with receipts, so let's have a look here. Yeah, no, well, I thought we got Zontix on the podcast. I need to give him something. I can't go with this because I know this guy hates the same questions. You got to come prepared. This one's my favorite one, guys. I'll tell you why this is my favorite one. It's called HLTV Rewards. Okay? Now, if I search this, And let me just find Zontix's name in the post. I really like this one. This one really warms my heart. Best player 2020. This is Zontix's post. Simple. Best in-game leader 2020. Glaive. Best AWPer 2020. ZywOo. Best coach 2020. Xtaz. Best analyst 2020. Sponge.
Damn.
Look at that, you know? He didn't even put a caster or an observer, right? He's left them out, completely out, but he's put me as the best analyst 2020, Harry. What a nice guy. Thank you, sir. I never said it, but 6 years later, I appreciate it.
He will never put you again.
I wanted to ask, you know, have I dropped down in the respect books now that you're a big wig? You're winning all the trophies. You're a major winner.
No, I don't think you dropped.
Oh, look, this is great. There's some other good ones in here from him. He's got an iconic one. There's one called, it's called Rising Young Talents You Want to See. And this one people might have seen. And let me just, I've got to find it again. The old boomer here. Zontix, yes, comma me. Check my HLTV. I'm 15-year-old destroyer, in brackets, or no. So, humble.
Which year is it?
That would be, where's the post? 2020.
And which month?
Which month? December. December 18th. You remember that?
No.
What else have I got in here? There was one more good one I liked in here. There was ASAP, who is a guy from Perth, Aussie Counter-Strike player, and he got banned for 12 months for fake ID, and he's in the thread saying, lol, how stupid he is.
Which year is that?
That has to have been before. It could be 2020 as well, actually. Let me check.
Good comment.
Because most of your posts are in 2020. Yeah, that's 2020 as well. That's on the same day.
So it was a case, actually. I don't remember.
So he was a young lad too, probably around your age. So he submitted a fake ID so that he could play in a tournament, and then he got banned for 12 months. So yeah.
2020 is the prime of comments, yeah.
Yeah, he's been loving it here. There's some good stuff. There's one talking about YEKINDAR getting 3K or level 10 or something like that with 1.8K hours. And Zontix is in here going, I got 3K elo with 600 hours. Am I genius? You used to like posting on the forums, huh?
Which year is it? It's the same one.
Same one, same year. Everything you did.
2020 was a big year for the forums.
You don't want to get out there anymore? You can make a dupe account now. I got Jonathan E on speed dial, mate. I'll get him out there. He'll make sure you don't get banned.
No, I'm not interested.
Okay, fair enough. You on the forums, Boris? No, at all? I don't know. Zontix's laughing. No. Okay. But you're working at the HLTV Awards. Surely you got to give some love to the forums.
Yeah.
Did you like doing that when you were going to the interviews and stuff? Was it fun?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Do you see, when you're the one doing the interviewing, right, did you find it tough, or did you think, nah, this is a piece of piss, mate, I could do this all the time?
You want to have me as an interviewer next year?
Well, maybe what we could do is, at HLTV,
yeah,
you have to talk to Prof. I'm not the boss.
Oh.
I'm the same as you. I just,
unlike
we just get paid.
You do nothing.
Yeah. What advice would you give for the interviewers out there? Because I know you also don't like some of the questions that you're getting. Straight to stunner or
advice
banks.
to interviewers?
Yeah.
Oh.
What would you like them to be doing better?
Find a real job.
Find a real job. All right, shots fired across the bow here. Okay, all right.
That's actually got me. I was tears.
We'll go back to the serious stuff for a moment. So you guys are in the semis. You're on the opposite side of the bracket as Vitality. You guys are the former champions of the Winter Championship. Vitality are the current champions. So you guys are set up for a potential final again. That was the one that you guys lost to start last year. You guys are playing MOUZ in the quarterfinal. MOUZ Falcons game yesterday was an absolute barn burner. Your boy NiKo with another heartbreaker. Do you sit there and console him after? Do you go down and you go, listen, man, I can't say it's not going to happen again.
I mean, we didn't see each other. We just wrote to each other on WhatsApp, and because they were having a team talk, we had a team talk as well. So Yeah, he felt bad, of course, because they played last event finals without kyousuke, and they wanted 100% to go here all the way. And even without Zonic, they played finals. So yeah, they were thinking they're ready to go until the end of this event. And of course, it sucks when you lose in the group stage. And at least I'm happy that to not play against him again.
And it would have been against them in the quarters, huh?
Yeah, in front of the crowd. I mean, not happy, but it's hard to play each other. It's a lot of overthinking, and you don't put yourself to enjoy too much even before the game, and especially during the game when the things are going wrong. You're overthinking because we played for so many years together and we know each other. And yeah, it's just hard, but I'm sorry for him, of course, and for them that they lost and they didn't go through. But yeah, this is how it is.
Okay, so you're saying like from an emotional standpoint, it's tough to play against him and them. But if you could pick which team you think would be easier to beat in the quarterfinal, would you pick Falcons or MOUZ?
None. It's hard. Both teams are good.
Don't give me the PR answer, Hunter. Give me some. Come on now.
It's hard. You saw the game last night, like both maps overtimes. And
But what about map pool wise? Is one of them easier for you guys from a map pool perspective, you think?
Map pool perspective, most likely.
Similar.
I think I would say Falcons.
Because MOUZ ban Anubis.
Yeah, and Falcons ban Overpass.
Yeah. So that helps you guys out a bit.
Yeah.
Well, it helps you both out, I suppose.
But Falcons has stronger maps that we have as well. So let's say that's two. Mirage. MOUZ is not that good lately on Mirage.
It's similar, I would say.
Yeah.
For me, it's similar.
Okay.
Doesn't matter for me what to play, just to play.
Okay.
Maybe Falcons a bit better for us map wise, but both teams are really strong. So yeah, doesn't matter too much who do we play against. It's up to us at the end. If we play like we played so far this event, a bit better maybe in playoffs, a bit more focused in crucial moments, we can beat anyone. And that's what we just need, I would say. A bit more focus on crucial moments and to not overthink and overdo things. If we see that opponents, they don't have an answer for our defense, for example, on City side.
You played in a lot of arenas. You guys obviously won in 2023 with G2. You won in London for Blast Open. How many arenas have you played in already?
Not much. I don't know. A couple of them, maximum 2, 3, I don't know.
Does it bother you at all? Does it get to you? You know, are you nervous, or is that nerves excitement?
For me, the nervous part is the walking.
Oh, out there?
Yeah.
Or just that moment?
That moment.
Yeah, with all the people.
Too much excitement and then...
A lot of stairs.
Yeah, a lot of stairs. I'm scared of stairs.
But this one, the Tauron is twice as big as the Spodek in terms of, venue size.
I wasn't in Spodek, so I don't know.
Well,
you know, it doesn't matter.
These guys were. So twice as big as that. What's the best arena you guys played in? Are you one?
Spodek.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I like Cologne, for example. But for me, just because the Spodek was the first arena and we won, obviously it's the most...
Special memories.
Yeah, obviously. So I was kind of not sad, but I didn't understand the change from Katowice to Kraków. I understand that, yes, I probably want to capitalize on that just because of the bigger city and bigger arena. But would it be that important that the tournament that was in this place exactly for a long time will just move to a different city and be named different? Like, you're just losing legacy, I think.
Interesting. Okay. Do you feel that way, Boris, about it?
I don't know.
Fair enough. What arena did you like the most? Did you like Shanghai?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Shanghai was pretty sick. Like the 360, that stage was cool.
But we also had 360 in Rio, and it was not that cool.
Yeah, different story, yeah. It's funny, right, when people... You're only 22? Yeah? And you've already... Because I remember, when you were 17 with the Spirit with like SDY and stuff like that. And
Even earlier, no?
Huh?
Even earlier than that.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you were first?
Espada.
What does that mean?
It's a team.
Oh, Espada. Yeah. I thought you said a Russian one. I was like, okay, no, the team. I was like, okay, that just clicked. But... you've been in the Spirit jersey for a pretty long time now. Obviously, the last 6 months, you're doing the stream and stuff and doing all that. But like back now in it, and I'm just taking a moment right now to think how many years have passed I've been watching Magic play.
It is crazy though. Like, because I remember when he joined, the whole idea was like, oh, it's like a green player. Chopper can make him whatever he wants to be. Like, and now you kind of are the new Chopper. You're the new captain. It's crazy work.
Everyone wants to know why Dexter's not on the team. You played with Dexter.
There was a lot of people who played with Dexter, and you have already seen multiple interviews, and you can build a picture.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. It doesn't want it. That's fine.
Ask Nexa.
Ask Nexa.
Just a little breadcrumb. dropped in there, you can-
Oh dear. Okay.
How you know, with like because you've been in Spirit like your entire career basically, like you know, and played under Chopper throughout most of it. So now with you IGLing, how do you kind of leave like your own mark on that? That was one of the things I was wondering, right? Like you're influenced by the people who are around, and obviously Chopper had like a bunch of different versions of Spirit. You know, are there kind of parts from that you're taking for yourself, or is this like all OG off the dome magic stuff? Because like some of the crawl down catwalk crouching to get under the scope and stuff, I never saw.
They talk about
Chopper doing
Hallie
that.
being the architect of it, right? That's the way it gets framed. But you still have to call the mid rounds.
I haven't done anything yet.
You haven't done it? Well, yeah. Okay. So you're taking it from a humble stance. I suppose we have two people who have kind of picked up in-game leadership recently, right? So Hunter, you started doing it last year. You're doing it now. Are you calling Saw's game or are you calling your game?
That depends. Most of the time, it's a plan that we make together, during the prep for the opponent. But sometimes you need to call on feelings, of course. That's how it is, because if you only read what's written on the paper, that's not good either.
Some hammering?
This is washing machine or something.
I don't know what the other noise is.
It's a rolling machine, like
something rolling.
Something.
Yeah.
Rolling this. Rolling water.
It's kind of nice, dude.
Yeah.
It's like
I thought it was a
ASMR
train going over us. No, that's not possible. Oh,
good.
It stopped. We'll see how long that stops for. We always get into like the in-game leader coach conversation. It's something that we'll probably never get to the bottom of. They've added a new feature on the HUD. I don't know, you guys probably haven't seen it yet, but it shows like who's talking in the timeouts now. So like it lights up who's mic and stuff. And with so Hallie, his mic doesn't go off. Same thing with Saw. In all the timeouts, the coach's mic's just on the whole time. But you watch some other coaches when we saw it, and their mics only lighten up a little bit. So it's a little bit worrying. But this is the blend. Like I used to be an in-game leader, and I know what you mean with calling a feeling. The game's changed a shitload since then. That's why I'm curious with a different voice, like having Magix as the man calling the shots as opposed to Chopper. I also heard some rumors there were some events that you guys played in the past where, like, I'm gonna say it, but fuck it, they're not gonna say anything in response. But Chopper wasn't making the required calls and other players in the team were doing it. And I think we've all been in games where that's happened, right? Like an in-game leader's like frozen up and someone else had to make the calls and piece it together. I think it's just hard to convey to a viewer because when they think in-game leader, they think, well, that's the guy who's literally moving all the pieces. But it's never that simple. And in-game leading is a lot more nuanced than that. And everybody gets to contribute in different moments of the round. The players I'm always most interested in are players like you playing anchors, right? And like you're having to make a decision off the players who are in the middle of the map, giving you the information. And JL actually said something interesting when they were on the desk talking about your team. He said he thinks that you are a player who, in your spots, would be breaking the meta. So like for me, I take that as finding solutions that nobody else had found at the time. So is that something? I guess that's an interesting question because you're not just playing it by the book. You're constantly trying to come up with new ideas in those spots. So how are you doing that? Is that just all from you, or is that a team thing of this is the best decision as far as the macro is concerned?
It's a good one. I mean, like in general, in my positions, I think like I'm kind of the hard anchor, yeah, I would say. And
There's not many players that are just doing full anchor roles like you.
I mean, for me, it doesn't matter. I played every role in my short career, really. Like in C9, I was playing like star positions, taking map control. In OG, I was half lurker, half second lurk, a bit of entry. In endpoint, I was lurker, star, second star, entry, lurker, support, everything. Like it doesn't really matter for me because I think that some people can adjust, but some people cannot. For me, I just think that like my profile is like just feeling. Like just feeling for the
You're
team.
in the pug, you go, I play anywhere.
No, on pug, no. Mirage window, 100%. But yeah, I mean, in the team, I think it's important to be like versatile and like come up with new ideas. Sometimes I see something really cool on TikTok, for example.
Okay.
TikTok is crazy. So many insane aids, and lineups and crazy stuff.
Is your algorithm just Counter-Strike stuff, or you got other stuff popping up in the TikTok algorithm?
Yeah, I got everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're getting all the TikTok Chinese videos coming in?
Everything.
Yeah.
Whatever.
What's the most recent thing you took from TikTok that you remember?
I saw some flash from ZywOo.
Okay.
Yeah, on that too. It was good.
Oh, it was good. Yeah. You guys using TikTok?
No.
No,
We don't.
you strike me as a TikTok user.
He is TikTok legend, this guy.
You have a TikTok account? Like how many followers you got on TikTok?
I don't know, 60K.
Damn. All right. Okay. All right. You don't strike me as a TikTok user.
He is.
I use TikTok, but not as often. Especially the last like half year.
Okay. What, you're doing like a social media blackout?
No, it's not. It's just there is not much of a fun stuff in TikTok for me. I basically there is some periods where when I just don't want to read books, and I read books through the TikTok because of, like the clips from books. Just image from book from a page, and I just read it, and I read again, and I just close TikTok.
Okay. I've never heard that before.
Yeah.
I've never even used
Turning
TikTok.
the brain rot platform into something quite like
educational.
elevated,
Yeah.
But you do it.
Obviously, there is a lot of sometimes fun stuff because the algorithm changes for you, and you can see a lot of fun TikToks. Then you some serious stuff for like a week, and then I just complete bullshit like brain rot, and then I just don't use the TikTok for a month.
Boris coming on doing 6-7.
It's good. It was good.
Yeah.
On Overpass, it was good.
It was really funny.
I watched it live actually.
I've been baited by Boris' streams before. I remember this was probably back in like 2020, 2021, and that he just streamed all throughout the tournament break. And I come out, I'm like, man, Spirit are gonna be sick. I've been watching his streams like all, you know.
And they weren't.
Yeah, you weren't. You guys were pretty good. I maybe overrated you a little bit. So that's all right. You're sick now. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this like? Do you think Kyousuke still clears donk?
No, he's already washed.
Yeah, already washed.
Well, he's washed. Washed it. He turned 18. Now he's washed.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Okay. Now it's gonna happen. Happens to everybody. Right.
I like it.
I wondered. Here's a crazy one because some players, you know, are playing tournaments and they're sick and stuff and they're not well. What's the sickest anyone's ever been at a tournament that they want to share while playing? Actually, you not long ago were pretty sick, weren't you?
China, yeah. In Chengdu.
Chengdu, yeah.
I couldn't play against Vitality.
That's right. Saul had to stand in.
So yeah.
Do you want to share? Can you share? Is it too gross? What type of sickness was it?
I just felt bad. Day earlier, I felt already that I was feeling bad, and that wasn't
just like low energy or
yeah. And I'm wearing this whoop, and I saw recovery 1% or something like that, and I knew something will hit me, you know. But I thought, okay, it will be fine. I could still play. Then we played this lower bracket, and we were Group B, so we had 2 games last day, and then early game was against VP. I played first map, I felt good. Second map was okay. And then before third map, I went to toilet and I needed to throw up. And I kept playing. And then on halftime as well of the third map, I went to toilet again. And after that, they called doctor and they checked me. It was all okay, nothing serious, just something up in my body. And then I went to hospital and they told me, they give me injection so I don't throw up anymore and some pills or whatever, I don't know, just to make me feel better. And then I was going to hotel and I'm like, I will chill for 30-40 minutes, I will see how I will be and I will decide if I will play or not. Even though doctor told me you shouldn't play, you should just chill as much as you can, and that's it. And yeah, at the end, I didn't feel that good, and I told the boys I cannot play. It's really hard for me, and I feel bad. It was really hard to watch them play, and I couldn't help them. And yeah, that's the only time that I didn't play because of sickness or anything during my career.
It's one of the things when what we do, because we're traveling all the time, being sick when you're in a hotel and you're not in your home country is like one of the worst things.
Yep.
Because when you're sick, you want to feel comfortable and you don't. It's like the opposite. You don't feel like you can rest or anything. So imagine, was it pretty confronting being in a hospital in a foreign country with nobody speaking English?
Yeah, it felt weird. Like after the game, you are going to this ambulance car.
Yeah.
Into the hospital, you don't know anyone, nobody speaks English. But I had the ESL guy who helped me a lot, and some girl who worked for G2 from China, so they helped me a lot. I didn't need to do anything much. Just it was hard to explain what's going on with me. They needed to translate, but they were helpful. Even doctors, they were really good. They at the end gave me everything I needed, and I felt better day after immediately. So props to all of them, and thanks to them.
The Chinese medicine fixed you right up.
Yeah. Immediately. Day after, I felt insta better.
Man, that must have felt even worse. You're like, fuck, like why couldn't I have felt like this at the time? Yeah. Okay, have you ever had some sickness while playing?
Yeah, I mean, this tournament I came sick.
Yeah.
Stage 1, I was 39 fever.
Really?
I was demolished, but I played. I mean, I didn't whine, I just played. But I think the hardest one for me, it was when I was in OG. I didn't play for 1 month.
You're out for a month?
Almost, yeah. Oof. Because I had ear infection on both ears.
Oh.
And yeah.
That can happen. You can get them both at the same time.
I mean, you know, every human has different structure of the ear. Yeah. And I was born with a bit different structure, so if I don't take care of my ears, it's not good.
Okay. So heavy got and ears.
Heavy got ears.
Heavy got ears.
Yeah.
Heavy ears.
Heavy ears. Heavy ears.
All right.
So yeah, I think that was for me the toughest one, I would say.
Have you boys had any big illnesses while at an event or anything? You seem like you keep pretty good health. Like you go to the gym. And, yeah?
Yeah, we had.
You had?
Some.
Just the flu?
No.
Copenhagen major, for example.
Okay.
Against FACE.
EPL last year,
yeah.
March.
Yeah. Was it like the whole team or just a couple of players? Or?
A couple of players, but when you have one player an example or two players an example, just being unable to play after like groups an example, you are not able to practice before the playoffs while you have like 3 days or so, and it's bad.
Okay. Everyone's in good health at this event though?
No.
Oh. Who's not feeling good?
No comments.
Okay. He's always keeping the cards close to the chest, isn't he?
Only find out.
It's like, good. You need to find out your way.
I mean, I can say that I'm in bad health, and you can come to my bomb set, and maybe I can kill someone.
Well, and now we feel bad for getting you out of bed in the morning to come do this.
That's fine.
So just a bait, guys.
Yeah, that's the thing with Mr. Magic's over here. You know, I think that there's been some conversation about your type of demeanor, like the way you carry yourself and your attitude and the express yourself, and being the leader of the team. Are you diffusing tense situations with jokes during the game, or is it sometimes too serious? Because we saw that one clip of Donk where, you know, I think Shiro's like, oh man, I'm loving this type of game, and Donk's like, no, like let's finish this.
I don't know. I'm not joking in the game.
No jokes?
Yeah, I'm too stressed.
Oh yeah. I feel like you and Tanir would be the comedic relief for the team.
No, I'm not emotional during the game.
Okay, so is he?
I never. No, only in borderline situations. Like for example, this clip that he hit on shirt.
Yeah.
Like only these situations will actually make him emotional. But mostly, he's actually not really emotional.
Okay. So everyone is just keeping... Well, because we've seen Shiro get super emotional before, right? Like when he was in Cloud9. And he's like, man, I'm playing with these bots. And he's like, you know, you can see that he's so stressed out mid-game.
I mean, yeah, I would have been upset too.
And we know... But you can clearly see Don gets emotional. Yeah. This guy doesn't get emotional. You don't get emotional. Tanir, I still don't know too much about him. But... He feels like a...
Because he always seemed like he was a bit of like the... Like
he's
clown kind of vibe, you know, like...
Yeah, you say he's hiding it. Hiding what?
Emotions.
Tanir is?
Yeah.
You're one of those cold guys, especially in the big games.
I'm hiding it a bit as well.
Okay.
You need to.
Do you see like how Zontix is always like stone-faced? You know, you can get pumped up too. I've seen that, no doubt about it. But... can you relate to his stone-faced nature?
Yeah, I mean, he's dealing with it differently, I would say. He has a pressure, everybody has pressure and stress during the games, but people are dealing with it differently. Somebody's expressing it more, somebody's hiding it more, somebody feeling it less, let's say that way. So, yeah, but everybody has pressure moments.
I just think, as someone who's such a... Like, obviously, I'm one of the clowns because I have to be on the camera and do the talking and stuff, right? But I was always an emotional player when I was playing. Like, I loved getting out of the chair and yelling and getting fired up. But it was at my detriment at times because you'd lose a stupid round and then you're not getting fired up and everyone's emo, right? And then it's like it goes the opposite way quite quickly. And when I just see these guys who are locked in and they're not, right? They're not wincing after winning a crazy clutch. I'm like, how could you possibly like Counter-Strike's an emotional game. Like competing is the best emotion. Competing and winning is the best emotion you can feel. Competing and losing is the worst emotion you can feel.
Yeah, but
right?
When I react to something, some clutch, or if I start screaming, I am the guy who doesn't have that much energy. Like I need to control energy.
Okay.
Because if I use it because of the one clutch at the beginning of the game, it can be hard for me later to reset and get back that energy again. You know, like what I mean?
Interesting. Yeah, okay. No, I do. Yeah.
Sometimes, of course, it's hard to control and you need to express it if it's something crazy, especially at the end of the game. That's normal. But I'm trying to control it as much as I can. That's why I look, cold, but I'm not cold, fully cold, like what I mean. I'm just controlling it a bit, and I'm trying always to focus on the next round. Let's say that way.
It's too professional for my like Harry. Can we go back and have everyone just, being like the apes back in 2014?
Dude, no, we were when like the other day when we were watching some of the games, we were speaking with JL and Dupree about like when did like the weight of kind of the clutch, like say you get some sick round, like it's a 1v2 or whatever. Are you kind of feeling the nerves and the pressure in the moment, or is it after? Like, is it say you win the 1v2? Like, is that when it all kind of hits you all at once?
I mean, after, for example, after my 1v2 on 12-11.
Yeah.
I couldn't express my emotion because I was like, I had hard bumps.
Yeah. But are you feeling that like when you're in the 1v2 to begin with,
a bit.
or once you've done it, like then it'll
especially that 1v2.
Yeah, right.
That feels so unwinnable.
Yeah.
Like,
I know it's winnable.
Yeah.
When I saw 2 defensive smoke, I know it's winnable because it looks like they were in the box. That's how I felt. But I have the bit. You have a bit in the clutch. If it's like really important, you have always something. It's either a bit of sweaty or a bit of heart bumping. But after, like, because it's like you have one more round to play after, so like you need to breathe and like continue to the next one.
I don't know. I think when I'm looking at Counter-Strike and the way that it's evolved into the modern game today, back in the day, people weren't getting paid a lot of money, so people were just doing it for the love of the game. Now you could even have a breed of player who does this because of a career. Right, and then that's a whole different framing on this conversation. But everyone's still going to get fired up about it in the same way. And then when I see some of these guys, like you, for example, I see you super cool, calm, collected, and I'm like, man, like he must have been able to put this in his brain in a different box. But then you're saying it's just a different way that people deal with it. It's baffling to me. I know it seems stupid, especially for you guys who are already like that. But I have such a hard time even possibly being able to grasp the idea of containing the emotion. I don't get it. Like, do you let the emotion out after? Like, when you've won a big match. He just said last night he couldn't sleep. He was casting the game, right? It was a crazy game with the Falcons MOUZ. Do you have it where your mind is racing that night after the match and you're not able to get to bed?
No. Really, I never have a problem with sleep. Only when I use a caffeine just 2 hours before I sleep.
Okay.
So no, it haven't happened for me. I don't think it will happen.
So when you say you don't have any issues sleeping, what do you sleep? You an 8-hour sleeper? You getting a full night of rest?
Yeah.
And no problems?
No.
Dude, that's sick. I would love that. I bet this man over here as a parent would love that too.
Yeah, but it's fine at home. Sometimes at events, like when I was younger, I didn't have problems at all sleeping on events, especially. But since I got older, it's a bit hard sometimes, especially since I got to IGL. You think about a lot of things. Yeah, you think about a lot of things, about tweets, about like strats stuff, especially if you're watching opponents just before going to bed as well. A lot of things going through your mind, but I'm trying to relax and to not think too much about it before going to bed, watching some TV shows, reading a book, talking with my kids, with my wife, So, yeah. But when I was younger, I didn't have that issues either. So,
yeah, but back in the early days when you were doing it, that's when players would still get drunk and stuff. There'd be a bit more of a party attitude.
Like, I don't know what happened last couple of years, but there is so much more stress overall in the game and so much more pressure. Since CS2 came out, let's say that way. I don't know. There's so much more pressure on everybody, not only on me. People are not chilling too much between each other. Everybody's
You mean like
serious.
The teams or the players?
The players. Yeah. Like, you don't see it too much like you were seeing it before. Of course, between group stages, you still see it, or after the event or something like that. But during the event, it was much more chill before, I would say. I think you can recognize that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, now last couple of years, there's so much stress. People are much more professional than it was before, taking care about a lot of things in their lives, not only about the game, and yeah, I don't know why, but that's how I feel it.
Did you guys have some beers after you qualified over foot? You know, like chill out and have some beers together and...
I didn't.
We
No?
had a dinner.
We had a dinner, but
Yeah, we had a dinner
but
together.
I didn't drink. We didn't drink so much.
Okay. Yeah, so it's very, like, back in the day, it was everyone getting drunk all the time. Do you guys have some drinks and stuff after wins? I've never seen Spirit having a beer.
No, I don't know.
You don't drink at all?
No.
No? Never have, or you've tried and not for you?
I haven't tried.
Yeah.
I tried, but I'm not drinking at all.
Okay, at events or... Oh, in general?
In general.
Okay. Is anyone in your team drink? Maybe Tania?
I don't know.
Don't know. So it's not. It's such a general
How would
culture
you know
shift overall.
If no one on the team is drinking,
Yeah.
you wouldn't know if one guy was.
That's true because no one's at the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Tania could just be going back to his room.
Well, no, he's sharing with Zontic.
Oh,
So
Actually,
Shiro,
but no,
Shiro got his
dude,
own
that's
room.
why Shiro's got his own room.
Confirmed. Shiro closet alcohol.
Shiro with vodka under the bed.
Yeah, but yeah, that's one of the big changes. But
Dude, one of the things I was thinking about was Simple back this tournament. How did everyone
Wait,
find that?
talking about alcohol made you think of Simple.
No, it didn't, but it kind of might have. How did you guys, anyone catch any Simple games? Is the GOAT back? All right.
Well, I think they've just they say no, Harry. They don't want to answer that
Okay,
question.
that's fair.
What? I can answer.
Yeah,
I don't
go on.
mind. Yeah, I mean, I think, of course, it's a bit harder to watch, but I mean, he has passion in what he does and like the way he wants to play and the way he sees the game. And like, because people see it a bit differently, maybe it's a bit harder for him, but I still think individually he can come back. I think it's a bit of both, like, and they also need time together as a team to understand each other's personality and everything.
Yeah,
A lot of the discourse is around how hard Simple can be on his teammates. What do you think of that conversation? Because there's a pretty split group out there. Some people think it shouldn't matter how hard he is on his teammates. Some people think it has an impact.
I mean, of course it has some impact, 100%. Like it depends on the other guy personality. If he's like stone, maybe it doesn't affect him. But if the other guy is a bit more, like, I don't know how to say it, a bit more soft, yeah, a bit more soft, then maybe it can hurt his feelings and the way he plays or something. But I mean, maybe it's a bit tough to watch from the outside for some people. Like people are saying like. I read what people say, about the comments and everything.
Dangerous that you told people that now, Heavy God.
But I don't care. And but it's like people need to understand why also he's doing it. It's like because he sees the things a bit differently in game than other people, like from his past experience.
So you think it's okay, or is it like Simple, one of the GOATs, so he gets a pass?
No, I mean, for me, I wouldn't accept it as a player. I think it's okay to rage, because I have hot blood, and it's okay to rage, it's okay to tilt, it's okay to be a bit harsh, but not like fully. That's how I say it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me just check here. We've got a little bit more time, and then we'll let you get back to bed, Boris. Question about MOUZ. So he's been having a bit of a tough time. He had a really good game on Overpass yesterday. But how do you go about making MOUZ feel comfortable? Because a lot of his plays are going to have to be off of not feeling, but in a way feeling, right? Because if your aggressive player is not confident in the duels that he's taking, he's already lost half the battle there. So how do you go about getting the most out of MOUZ? Because, yeah, at the moment, he seems like was a bit of criticism around him.
I mean, at the beginning, when NiKo left the team, we wanted to make him be a new NiKo, and that was a mistake. Like, I can say that immediately.
Yeah, big shoes to fill, huh?
Yeah, he's the kind of the guy who is taking, like, I don't know how to say that, but thinking about that too much as well, putting pressure on himself, and that wasn't the best idea overall. And after he got back on anchor positions on City side, he got immediately better. The positions that he was playing when NiKo was in the team, yeah?
Yes.
He got better immediately, and you could just feel that's for him. That's his role, and he is amazing in it. He was playing decent as well, these rotation positions, but if he need to think too much about everything, that's where he loses himself. Let's say that way, yeah? When he is focused on one or two things, he's really good. He has really good aim. I would say one of the best aims. out of all players, and yeah, we just need to make him comfortable. Since this season, he's getting there. I would say he is malbs that he was, especially this event, that he was before when he joined G2, and I'm happy to see that. We need to help him on this side a bit more overall, I would say, because he need to control a bit more tempo overall. He like to send it. He like to just W and let's go. Every time he has a spawn, can I do this? Can I do that? You know. But sometimes I'm trying to really give him all the space that he wants, but sometimes I need to stop him because I don't think it's a good call to go there and just send it all the time and eat HEs and feel bad to start the round being 20 HP or dying. So yeah, I'm happy with the progress, especially since this season from him, and I think he's getting where he was in M80 and when he joined G2 first couple of months or 6 months before NiKo left. So yeah, I think he's getting there and he will be better and better.
Cool. All right. And then the other one, I guess, is Sampayas. But I think a lot of people don't pay attention to how supportive Sampayas is, all the utilities throwing, how he's setting up the teammates and stuff. So that one seems to go through the cracks. For you boys, for one last one here, this one's a little bit geeky, so maybe it's, you're not going to have too much of an answer for me here. But the T side of Overpass that you guys had, you guys kept saving like an AWP and an AK, and it meant that you kept force buying behind it. So you had like fuck all gun rounds on your T side. You never even really got to play full game plan because you kept saving those guns. In review, do you guys look at that and go, maybe next time it's better if we don't save the AK and the AWP, or like, is that something that you guys even spoke about in the post?
I think we applied that immediately.
I got to move this closer. Sorry, man.
I think we applied that immediately on the next map.
Yeah?
So
you remedied the problem straight away?
Yeah, it's very hard to play. Like, you have a game plan and you just can't even play the half of the rounds that's there because you don't have a buy that's necessary. So
yeah, because
it's very hard to play.
Half the rounds you had a Tech 9, you had an MP7. You're loving the MP7, by the way. You're this guy.
You might have had more MP7 this tournament than rifle.
We could probably check. We could check.
It is crazy.
You're loving it, huh? Okay. All right.
It's coming out more and more for Spirit.
Yeah.
Even Donk's been using it. Kind of crazy to me.
No, he was not.
But like,
Donk will always get dropped the rifle.
Yeah.
He will always get dropped the rifle. When they're saving the rifle, it's like, okay, Donk, you're getting the rifle. Donk always gets the gun. If Donk doesn't have the gun,
play the Igmore, man. Like, sometimes they drop him the gun. I'm like, come on.
We got those 2 kills.
Like Zeus just once.
He got those 2 kills in lower tunnels. You would. I don't know if you would have seen it. It was you were on shore. He kills some players lower, and then he gets you on shore, and then they end up winning that round. That was kind of the way back in.
Yeah.
Or one of the ways back in.
Oh, it was 9-8 for us. Yeah.
And then and then the other round was Sampayas and you close short, I think. But it's not like you were overextending. You're just playing like a close short. So I think it was you two.
Yeah, yeah.
When he missed.
When Boris swing and he missed and Boris killed me, I was dodging the flash.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. You were looking at the wall, and then Sampayas still got one somehow, traded.
Yeah,
and then,
It was 2v2 when Mario was short, throwing the smokes behind and in front. We were lower with Tech 9.
You even had a round where you had, was that the same round? You had a good timing coming at the flank, but then you changed gun away because you were double AWPing a bit.
Yeah, but then he hit me with the smoke.
And he hit you with the smoke, yeah.
No, we already
the
knew. There's like 90% he's on short.
I think because you were noisy coming short, you dropped the gun. You
it doesn't matter.
No,
they know it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
He cannot be in any different position.
Because malbs was buying time with the smokes. He even smoked behind himself on short.
Okay.
It was a bit of miscomms, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Boris, any questions for them about yesterday's game or in general? You're an interviewer.
Oh. Что спросить?
Не знаю.
Ну подумай.
Так это тебе надо подумать.
Блядь, ну ты подумай.
Heavy God understands all this, so
yeah.
It's fine. It's nothing serious. Don't worry, guys.
Бля, я не знаю.
Is it a staring competition?
No.
У тебя прям Hunter Eyes какие-то.
Hunter?
Hunter Eyes. I have no questions.
No questions?
Yeah.
No.
He rests his case, Your Honor. Zontix, you got anything? Nothing? All right. How were the questions?
That's fine, yeah.
Fine? Okay, I'll keep working on them. I'm going to crack it. We're going to do, one time, you're going to come and join me on the podcast. We're going to do a long chat.
Well, it's not like you should satisfy me.
What do you mean? When I see you guys saying, man, the interview questions suck, I sit there and I actually start up at night and I'm thinking, how can we make it so these guys want to talk to us? Because people want to hear from you guys.
Yeah, but it's pretty obvious that people don't want to hear the same response to same question.
Oh, exactly. But that's why I'm saying, am I bringing more out? I got to keep trying.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, all right. I'll keep trying. We'll do a life of Zontix one day, and we'll start from the very beginning.
From 2020.
No, from the day he was born. And I want to know how he grew up. I want to know, everything. I want to know how we have this man, because he's a case that All right, gentlemen, do you have anything that you want to ask Spirit?
All good.
All good.
Wish them good luck in playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah. To see each other in finals.
Good luck.
Good luck.
All right. Thank you, boys.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Wasn't too painful, was it? Oh, you doing that one? I did the handshake.
No way.
The white man handshake.
No.
Yeah, I'm an old man. Have you got? Thank you, Boris. There you go. See, there it is. That's a handshake.
Yeah, man. Look at us. We're all handshaking. This is kind
Hans
of
is a gentleman.
No, there you go.
I hope camera got that. All right, thanks, guys. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, guys.